It's time to wake up and let the weirdness begin. It's the KVJ Show to start your morning. Kevin is the host, and his skin pigment is whiter than Casper the Ghost. Virginia sounds like this. Nickname Vicious Bee, so don't get her pissed. Jason talks like a spaz, and he loves to talk about Bigfoot and stacks. So get ready, here we go. You're listening to 97.9 with the KVJ Show.
Yeah, baby. Hello and welcome to the Friday KVJ Show. Hello. What's going on, everybody? Here we go, baby.
What's going on, Kevin?
Not much. Getting ready for a weekend because the devil has Prada tails out.
Oh, I thought you were doing your female AI voice.
Yeah, no. Well, that'll work for it, too, yes. Yeah, going to be a big old weekend. A lot of good stuff going to be going on. I know, Virginia, you're going to be retreating back to home, heading to the bayou. Boy, you look dark today, too.
I got a spray tan.
No, really? Is that what that is?
Wow,
Yeah.
you do. You have a tan.
Look how golden. Don't I look like a little biscuit?
I mean, my goodness.
Oh, my gosh, you've changed.
You went from, boy, I mean, you are at least, you're native Venezuelan right now. At least.
I told the spray tan girl, I'm like, I want to look like a chocolate bar walking out of here.
Well-
and she's like, okay.
Mission accomplished.
How does that work? Let's say all of a sudden you're walking in the parking lot and it just pours, rains. Does that come off?
If you just got it put on, yes, you will look like a Dalmatian. Because any water that hits the spray tan,
Yeah.
it'll leave a spot where that water is before the spray tan seeps in.
It's got to
Yikes.
marinate on you.
It does. It has to sit on your skin for a while. So I got sprayed down, and then I went to dinner. I let it sit for a while.
Uh-huh.
Yeah.
Well, that's good because it sounds like you might encounter some rain in New Orleans this
Oh my
weekend.
gosh. They had to cancel Jazz Fest yesterday. It was so bad. And then it's supposed to rain a lot this weekend.
I know you're against umbrellas, but you might want to bring one.
I know, right?
Yeah. Wow. Okay. You're going to see Eagles, I believe.
The Eagles are playing Jazz Fest on Saturday. That's when we're going. That's big.
Okay.
I mean, Stevie Nicks was there the other night, and that was huge. But
Oh,
I
that
think,
would be big.
I think the Eagles will be even bigger than Stevie Nicks.
Yeah.
Are you pumped or disappointed? You go out there, you're thinking you're going to see the Eagles, the band, but the Eagles, the football team, come out and perform.
I'm pissed.
Yeah.
I don't want to see the Eagles, the football team.
Because it is confusing because I know technically the band is just Eagles. It's not the. In fact, I was listening to this rock DJ that it is talking about all the groups in that era didn't want to be the because I guess the Beatles, it was like the Beatles or something like that. So they're trying to get away from that. So you had just Eagles. It was supposed to be just Doors, but you call it the Doors. And so it's really confusing. And now I can't rewire my brain because for 40 years I've called the bands the Eagles or the Doors.
Everybody calls them the Eagles.
Right.
The only people that call them Eagles are Eagles.
I just now said Eagles, and it made it sound like birds were attacking New Orleans. And so it's like, yeah, I think you have to say the Eagles. That's
You
the way you know it's
do.
the band. I'm sorry, guys.
So sorry, but actually not sorry. We're going to speak properly.
Yes, you are the Eagles. I'm sorry.
As not to confuse people that a flock of giant birds is attacking the fairgrounds in New Orleans.
You're right. Exactly. Eliminates a lot of confusion.
Eagles are next level live. Their big knock, when they were in their heyday, the critics would go, they sound just like their album. Oh, how dare they be so good live?
That's great.
I know.
I love their album. I want to hear everything sound like it did on the album. Isn't that what the goal?
They are really one of the best live performing bands ever. It does sound just like the album.
Talented guys. Absolutely. South Florida might see some rain this weekend as well.
Yeah, because you're going to get what was blowing through Louisiana last night.
Okay. Yeah. So it's going to be coming in. It's going to be hot. You're already feeling a little bit out there right now. And then Saturday's going to get, I guess, so hot we're going to get a little bit of rain. Then maybe on Sunday we're going to see some showers too. In fact, they think it could start raining right about 4 p.m., the time they kick off the Miami Grand Prix.
Oh, no.
So that might be a wet race.
How does that affect it? Will they still run the cars?
Yeah, I think so. I think they run in the rain. I think it would just change. I mean, think about when you drive in rain.
Yeah.
I mean, can you imagine? And South Floridians can't drive in rain.
All the F1 guys are going to put their flashers on like people on 95.
Yeah, they're going to park under the bridge.
They probably do have stats, though. This guy's great. When it rains, he's
Yeah.
13-1 with the rain to track.
Oh, I'm sure. Yeah, I don't know it like that. One of these days, I've got it on my queue that I'm going to go and I'm going to watch that F1 that they got on Netflix. I guess it gets you into the drama and you know all the characters. And I mean, the only driver I think I can name that I really know, I think there's a Max Verstappen And then there's that, now I can't remember his name. Is it Lewis Hamilton? He's the guy that's dating Kim Kardashian.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah, because I saw him. He was at the Aventura Mall yesterday, and they're doing a big promo thing. People go,
Fancy.
Yeah, I got to at least know a couple of people from each sport, because right now with a lot of sports, I don't watch them, but you still hear of the main players.
Yeah.
I don't know any car drivers.
It's a lot of Europeans, and it's very fancy. In fact, the people I saw, some of those drivers they were walking in, they had all kinds of security around them, and they're in these fancy tailored Italian suits. And I saw there was like some demonstration for Prada and all these people around. And so it's just all opulent brands, tons of money.
Is Lewis Hamilton British?
I think so.
Is he a sir?
I think he might be. That's how big he is. But yeah, see, I mean,
Damn.
It's one of those things where America, or the United States, I should say, we miss out on a few of the global sports. We don't get soccer like the rest of the world. We don't think we get F1 quite like the rest of the world. We're trying to learn, but we're still, like me, I'm in the novice stages. I don't know a lot of it either. Trying to get there, though.
If you marry a sir, does that make you a madam?
Madam.
Sucrette?
Surette.
I don't think so.
It doesn't.
I don't think it has any effect.
It's not like king, queen.
No, I don't think so. I think you gotta live on your own merit.
Because I could see Kim trying to make a rush for some kind of, royal title.
Oh, of course, why not?
Why not?
Well, you got Meghan Markle in L.A., and so she wants to be American royalty.
She needs to learn how to cook a biscuit.
All right, well, we got a lot of stuff to unpack about the weekend. We'll let you know everything is going to be going down and all the conditions of it. Got to watch out because you got a full moon that is going on.
Uh-oh.
Is it still crowning right now? Is the full moon tonight?
The full moon is peaking today at 1:23 p.m. You'll be able to see it if we get, clear sky tonight. You'll be able to see it look fantastic if it's clear.
She's popping right now.
Every time there's a full moon, I always think of your daughter, Magnolia.
You
'cause
should.
She suffers from full moon sensitivity.
Thank God she's home. I checked. She's tucked in her bed.
Good.
Okay.
She drove all night from FSU.
Okay.
Wow, that's chancy.
I
She
know.
just made it.
She just made it before the stroke of midnight. I was like, girl, you better get your full moon sensitive butt in that bed.
It's called the flower full moon.
Yeah, me and Dennis were talking about that yesterday. I think they're naming all the full moons now just to give it a little bit of shine.
I don't think it's now. I think they have.
I thought, really? They've always named all the moons? I thought they're giving all the names. Just every single one of them has one now.
Now, my impression was that it's been around for a while. I don't think this is a brand new thing.
It's been around for a while, but I think with like social media and everything, now everybody talks about what all these names are.
I thought somebody got clever. Going, you know what? We'll call it the flower moon. Yeah, I like flower moon. That's good.
No, I believe all these kind of things have been around for a while. In fact, they say a lot of them stem from Native American traditions. So,
well, the Native
not new.
Americans were here quite a bit ago.
I know some of them were old, but I thought they named the Native Americans named every single full moon. That's pretty cool.
a lot of them, yeah.
That was their light,
Yeah.
I hear you,
bruh.
But they named them all.
You got a wolf moon, a snow moon, a horse moon, a hawk moon, a harvest moon.
Damn.
Yeah. A lot of moons out there.
A lot of moons. I guess they all bring their own different flavor.
No
what it
eagle
is.
moon?
Yeah, what? So
No the Eagles moon?
The Eagles moon. Yeah, what does a flower moon bring to the world?
They say flowers.
It's spring.
Figure.
Interesting. Did not pick that up.
Crazy how that went down.
Dang,
Huh?
the Indians kind of had it figured out.
Yeah.
That's probably cozy, too, to name the moon. They probably had a whole council.
Yeah.
There's probably fights. I don't want to name a flower. Name a tulip.
I think that's the job of the chief. I think whatever he says, that's what makes you chief. That's one of the things they get to do. Chiefs get to name the moons.
He gets
love
creative
that.
control.
He does.
Okay.
He should.
No, me call it half moon.
I love it.
Chief gets final cut.
Yeah, that's it. I think it's the way it goes. We got a busy weekend that is going to be going on here in South Florida. A lot of sporty things with the Miami Grand Prix going to be rolling in. They're going to be doing some pre-racing and stuff like that. Main race is going to be happening on Sunday, but they do a Miami Grand Prix Fan Fest at Lummis Park there on South Beach. So that's starting today and goes through the entire weekend. That's going to be maybe the one event you can afford. I believe it's free. So the Grand Prix itself is not very cheap.
How far is the Brightline station from Lummis Park?
It's not too bad. It's maybe a 10, 15-minute Uber ride.
Okay.
Yeah, not bad at all.
That might be a smart way to avoid Miami traffic.
Yeah, at least some of it. Yeah, that's not a bad idea. If you can get to downtown and get away from the stuff on the outside.
That bright line is nice if you haven't ridden it. Just don't get in front of it.
No, you're right. And what about these air taxis when we start doing that? You imagine a 20-minute air taxi ride from West Palm to Miami?
That's crazy.
Yeah,
they started them in Manhattan.
Yeah.
They're going from the airports to downtown Manhattan now with those air taxis. It looks like a drone.
Mm-hmm.
How many people does it fit?
I don't know.
I think the ones I've seen looks like 4.
Would you do it right now?
Yeah.
You would?
You
I
would.
Yeah, I think I would. Yeah, why not?
He's rubble.
I pack heavy. I got a big bag.
I did, even though I lost a little bit of weight, I still I sit like a person who's overweight. I have.
You sit heavy?
The essence doesn't.
You take on more gravity than your weight allows?
I move fat.
The essence doesn't leave the man. It just does not.
Okay.
It's bizarre.
I sit hard.
I do. I broke many chairs, even when I'm skinny. It's weird.
Okay. It's not about the weight. It's about the way you attack it.
Yeah.
The approach.
He's got some propulsion behind it.
I don't know what
comes in hot.
He does.
Yeah.
He does come in hot.
Yeah.
And quick.
That can affect you, no doubt. So you've also got the Marlins are in town taking on the Phillies. There's a lot of sporty stuff going on this weekend. And Inter Miami's got Orlando City, a new stadium on Saturday. So that's going to be a lot of stuff happening at one time on Saturday.
We got to get Kevin in that stadium.
Yeah.
Which one?
I mean, I want you to go down there and watch a fun soccer game.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Which stadium? All of them.
Okay.
You are kind of stadium Kev.
Yeah, you're right. I think of anybody, I'd love to be there. You've also got Pantherland's Fan Appreciation Sale. That's happening at Amerant Bank Arena, and they kind of do this now where I saw FAU did it at their spring game where they put some game-worn jerseys and stuff like that up for sale that you can come and get. And I think that's what it's going to be because they probably had them like going, these are old and smelly. What are we going to do? And they'd be going, somebody pays $600 for that. You're right.
You're right. I found out one of my favorite baseball players as a kid wore a jersey compared to a brand new jersey. I'd want the one the guy wore.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
It is very cool. So they're going to be doing that at Amerant Bank Arena. That's going to be on Saturday. And then the World Polo Championship at the National Polo Center in Wellington. This is pretty much about your last weekend to see great polo out there. So if you want to go, Sunday would be your day.
Is there a top polo player that comes to mind, or do you not know that world like that?
Yeah. Yeah, there's a couple. In fact, there's a father-son. Like the father's great and the son is also really good.
Okay.
Yeah, and then there's a couple others that are good and aging out, but they're all really handsome.
They're so handsome. That's the one thing about these polo guys. Like they are strikingly hot.
To the point where does the handsome take away from their ability of polo?
No.
No,
I mean,
it adds.
no, they have it all.
It gives them confidence.
Okay.
They're on that horse like a knight.
Yeah.
They are like, I know I'm hot. Soak it in.
Yeah. Adolfo Cambiaso is kind of like the dad, and then his son is really good as well. So, yeah, you can see them in action this weekend in Wellington. Kind of surprised that the King didn't stop by because he's a big polo player. And I know that...
Not as good looking. Sorry.
We don't have to go there, Virginia. I mean, come on.
Him and his new bride.
She goes right to the looks.
It goes right to the shallow stuff.
There's no Diana in that group anymore.
Okay, all right. You've also got the PGA Tour Championship that is going to be going on this weekend as well. So you got golf and baseball and soccer and racing and all kinds of stuff. So it's going to be a busy weekend in South Florida. You do have a little bit of music because you got, I think because of the F1, Shaq, DJ Diesel is going to be at the Hard Rock Live Guitar Pool tomorrow with Loud Luxury.
I would so go to that.
Mm-hmm.
See, I wonder how much it is to get in.
The pool party seems more fun than at a club. I feel like Shaq doing the DJ at a pool is an awesome move.
Yeah, he could have been playing Dare, but it looks like they got him by the pool out there. So
they have two pools, and one of them is nicer than the other. I bet you he's by the nice one.
Yeah.
But those cabanas, if you want to get
that's where he'll be.
Those cabanas are like $8,000.
It depends upon the weekend. I think on an uneventful weekend, it's about $1,500 they start at. And then, yeah, you're right. They go up in price. Like this weekend, it'd be very expensive.
Could you imagine just sitting poolside, $8,000?
Do they have the pool open at nighttime too for you to swim, or is that off limits?
I think so.
Because that'd be kind of fun.
I'm so old, I'm in bed by 9. So
Kevin's like, I've been there, but I can't tell you.
I can't promise you. I'd assume they would.
You got to text your daughter and say, do they swim at nighttime? I don't know.
When I'm there, I'm asleep.
They tuck Kevin in at 7 p. Buddy.
Yeah. I don't know these nighttime things. Tonight at Hard Rock Live, you got Kane Brown, Nelly, and Marshmello going to be out there. So it's going to be a busy weekend. Yeah, that'll be fun. Kevin Nealon used to be on SNL. He's going to be at the Kravis Center tonight.
He has an interesting podcast. It's neat. He does a hiking podcast. It's neat.
It's a good little twist, right?
Yeah.
Alejandro Sanz going to be at the Casillas Center on Saturday, and the 561 Music Festival is going to be at the Meyer Amphitheater. That's kind of our replacement. Keep in mind, this would have been Sunfest weekend.
That's right.
They didn't get rid of that. So that would have been jam-packed into everything else going on this week.
Who's at the 561 festival? Is it anybody we know?
I think I saw like Stank Blunts is like in one of the groups. Something like that kind of stood out.
Something tells me Denny's heard of them.
Is that okay?
That a famous group?
Not that I'm aware of. But
the name just stuck
it stood out. I was like, huh, okay, it's something along that line. It's like Stank Blunts. I'm like, all right, okay. All right, if you want to see everything else going on in South Florida this weekend, just go to our website. It's kvjshow.com. We got it all there for you. And something else fun that is going to be going on, our Little Smiles charity golf tournament is going to be happening at a great location. It is going to be at Trump National, which is very soon going to be across the street from Trump International. So you just got to get that one straight.
Nice and confusing.
One's a golf club, one's an airport. So, yeah, it's going to be fun because Logan Morrison and Rick Ankiel, two dudes that live locally now, but they've had a very good, both of them successful baseball careers. They're going to be pitting their own team out there, competing against each other.
They're both like really funny too.
They are.
Behind the scenes, like hearing them rib on each other and play off of each other. I love that vibe.
Yeah.
I love when they mic up the athletes and then they smack talk. That's my favorite thing.
Oh, we got Rick and Logan here. What's going on, Rick? Been a long time, buddy. How you been, man?
Good. How are you?
Doing good. Logan, how you been?
Doing great. I've been listening since I've been a friend of the show, and I got to tell you guys something. Mm-hmm. Virginia's either the smartest woman ever.
Oh, boy.
Or you guys got to step it up. Has there been one game that you guys have won?
A no-name movie game, yeah. No, I'd say it's the only thing I'm doing worse than throwing out first pitches.
Yeah. Like, how about like the game where you say a letter and you have to name a vegetable that comes to your mind first?
Oh, yeah, think fast, yeah.
You're crushing that every time.
I suck at KVJ games. That's terrible.
So let's talk a little bit about the golf. I mean, I know a little bit about your playing careers. Where are you with golf right now, Logan? How's it looking?
Well, I'm not very good. Okay, all right. And I tried really hard when I first got done playing, and I got a little better. Yeah. The juice wasn't worth the squeeze, so I stopped trying as hard. Yeah. And I'm not any better. Yeah. And then, like, injuries and things for no reason just prop up on you, and you get hurt. Breathing wrong. And so, I've not been on the course. And I'm going up against, I hope our team doesn't tie because I'm going against Rick. And like you were saying, Jbird, he's good at everything he does.
It's insane. We played on a wiffle ball team, and you hit the furthest wiffle ball I've ever seen a human hit. It had to have gone 300 feet. Dude,
this is insane.
Dude, I'm telling you. Okay, 280. Yeah. Do you remember playing that?
I do.
That was a lot of fun. Yeah, he could hit the ball.
I was watching one of your games live when you were at the Cardinals, and I don't know if this is your best moment, but it was the time you hit the 2 home runs, and they demanded the curtain call, and you came out, and I was like, good for him, man. I'm like, was that your favorite Major League moment, or was there another one?
You know, I think first of making it to the big leagues is one of your favorite moments. And I think the home run I hit with the Braves. One, I grew up a Braves fan, huge Braves fan. I played for the Cardinals for 12 years. But then when I was with the Braves, I was in the playoffs. We were playing the Giants, and I hit one into McCovey Cove. And that was the year that Bobby Cox was going to retire. So I got to play for Bobby Cox, who I grew up watching on TV.
Oh, that's badass.
I think for a home run, that was probably the pinnacle. Okay. In the playoffs and just the way it went down with the Braves and all that. So that's probably my favorite home run, I think.
Were you a Dale Murphy fan growing up?
Of course.
Yeah, I mean, everyone loved the Murph.
Yeah. Now, Logan, you coached me through my greatest sports moment.
We can't have it all, Kev.
What was yours? What's the standout that moment?
So when I got called up, my dad was diagnosed with lung cancer and was sick. So being able to tell my parents that I got called up was pretty cool. And then he passed away that off season. So my first opening day, they do like it's a big military thing, a flyover, whatever. And he was in the Coast Guard. So my first opening day, hitting a home run, being able to tell him that from now on, when I hit a home run, I'm going to do a salute to the heavens, whatever, when he was passing away. So that was pretty cool, having my mom there.
Now, do you guys know anybody's going to be playing with you? Are the teams set? How are we doing this?
I think they're going to be picked at random, but we have to wait for everybody to get in. We need some more sponsorships, some more. Single players are $625, I believe, and foursomes are $2,250.
Okay.
But yeah, it goes to a good cause. Little Smiles. They've been around for 25 years, helping families in need.
So, are you ready with Smack Talk? Do you have stuff lined up, ready to go?
Well, like I said, I'm not very good at golf, so I don't really know how much smack talking I can do.
Okay.
I might if it turns out very badly though, I might have to race him in a foot race because I'm a little younger. I feel like I wouldn't blow a hamstring like he would.
Okay. How's your hammy right now, Rick?
I mean, we can go in the parking lot now if that's what it takes.
I didn't bring the right shoes.
He's an athlete. He's going to have one-liners. It'll just come to him in the moment.
Yeah. Well, I can't wait. Well, hopefully you guys will check back in with us and let us know how it all goes off. So, yeah, I'd love to hear what happens with that. And I appreciate you guys supporting Little Smiles the way you do. So, thanks for coming in, fellas.
Yeah, thanks for having us on.
Oh, good. Absolutely, man. Anytime.
Virginia, you're going to be out there, right?
I am. And if anybody wants to get in on this action, littlesmilesfl.org, you can sign up right there on the website and come out and be a part of the fun. We're going to mic these guys up. We're going to mic up some of the players, too. So if you're a fun smack talker, we're going to put some fun comedy and entertainment into the Little Smiles golf tournament.
Okay, not that any of these options are going to be any good, but you got to choose one. Would you rather have fingers that smell like onions or breath that smells like cheese?
Oh, my.
This is a tough one. Because I've had onion fingers before, and it is brutal.
Yes.
And I love the smell of cheese, but when you're talking to people, that's going to be disconcerting. People are going to be like, whoa, she just has some kind of weird, funky cheese tooth.
Panda goes to kiss you. You smell some Gouda. I don't know.
Gouda is strong.
It is strong, but is it that bad? I don't know. Maybe.
How often are people smelling your fingers?
Exactly. That's why I'm going to go with fingers that smell like onions. Because if you have breath that smells like cheese, that might be like going, brush his teeth or what. And look, I eat cheese a lot, so I got cheesy breath. But I don't want to be breathing on people.
We talk to people a lot. We don't finger face them a lot.
The one thing I'll say about onions, though, they are a bully ingredient, and they can leave your area and go on to other areas, and it smells like you have BO.
You're right.
You got BO or cheese breath. What's worse? I think I got to take the BO with you guys.
Okay. Would you rather always have a rock in your shoe or an itch you can't reach? Both are crazy. In fact, it does not take much of a pebble to throw me off. I had one yesterday. It was the tiniest of nuggets, but just standing out every time I took a step, it was just in my head and it scrambled my brain. I'm like, I gotta get this thing out of my shoe.
But then an itch?
Oh, I know.
That's wild.
I've had both, and I suffer from those. And it's in that weird spot. It's like, in fact, that's the only place I ever get an itch, is that there's about maybe a 6-inch circumference on my back that I just can't reach.
I will grab a fork that I'm eating with and try to
I do the bear thing. I find a crack like in a corner of a wall that's protruding, and I just and people walk by and like, what is he doing?
Just by you guys talking about that, I'm finding myself scratching my body.
It's very suggestive.
It really is.
And it's just like a yawn. Yeah, as soon as you start saying itch, you just start to be like, oh, you're right, I'm itching everywhere.
Because right now I feel like there's itches all over my body.
Yeah, there are people driving down the road scratching frantically all over their body.
Definitely.
We're so sorry.
Yeah, sorry about that. Yeah, what is worse? I think the itch you can't reach. It's more maddening and more in your head. Think about if you're in a meeting. If you have the itch you can't reach, that's going to bother you so much more than if you have a rock in your shoe.
Yeah, the rock in the shoe doesn't faze me. I can't really feel that much on my feet anyway.
Right, okay.
Yeah, you do have a tortoise shell foot.
What I thought was a curse has become my superpower. I can walk on anything.
He's a really incredible tap dancer, barefooted, too.
Yes.
Would you rather always walk into spider webs or step in puddles?
I do both at an alarming rate, and they both suck bad.
They really do. But the one thing about the puddles, yes, it's maddening, and wet socks is maybe the only worse feeling on your feet than having a pebble in your shoe. But the thing, walking into spider webs, first of all, you think, is there venomous spider that is crawling down my back. And
the spider is in my hair,
right,
for sure.
And you feel like you never get the web fully off of you. And then people from a distance can't see the web. And so when you walk through it and you start frailing madly at your face and you're just grabbing, you're like, oh my gosh, they're possessed.
And you look like a psychopath.
And what the web does too, you think it's off, but it does. It gets in your psyche, and then you start scratching your body when there's nothing there. Kind of back to your other question.
Yeah, it's maddening. So I think that's a tough one, but I might just choose puddles slightly.
You just choose puddles and then hope that it's not cold weather, because you don't want puddle foot if it's cold.
I'm going puddles.
Okay.
Yeah.
Would you rather have elbows that glow or knees that beep?
Oh, both awesome.
Elbows that glow could be awesome too. Like it's a flashlight.
Absolutely. And the thing is, you just wear longer sleeves that kind of come right down to your forearm, and then you can just pull that back quickly, and you can see at night.
Elbows that glow is a great superpower.
It's not actually a curse.
No.
It's actually a benefit.
It's a slam dunk. It's glowing elbows.
Yeah, I mean, knees that beep, the only thing that's good for that is maybe like somebody would detect that you're walking. They wouldn't run into you, but that's about it.
Nah, beeping knee, the more you kind of worked it out, beeping knees are whack.
Mm-hmm. All right, would you rather have fingers that type too fast or thumbs that text too slow?
Too slow.
Too fast.
Yeah, I don't even see really a downfall on the fingers that type too fast, almost like my glowing elbows. You can give me glowing elbows and fast fingers on the keyboard.
Yeah, fast fingers Ralston.
Well,
yeah.
That guy would do so much prep.
If you're going fast, though, does that mean you're going to make a lot of errors and you can't go back? All right.
Doesn't say that, yeah.
All right, I guess I would go fast.
This man don't make errors.
No, I do. I just lie about them. Have you ever seen a drunk trying to text? And they're going all slow.
Me.
That's usually how I know when if I have any kind of issues typing on a keyboard, I'm like, all right, dude, you have
sleep it off, Ralston.
Yeah, you have overexceeded your limit.
Put the phone down and sleep it off.
Yeah, it is time to stop with the booze. Guess they're really serious here in Florida. We got that new law that's requiring stronger cursive writing instruction that's going to be coming to public schools. It's going to be a formal, enforceable standard rather than just a guideline that they have. So they're doubling down on going cursive. They say students must be taught cursive starting in elementary school, generally from grades 2 to 5, or beginning by 3rd grade, and you got to be able to read and write in cursive proficiently by the end of the 5th grade. Ultimately, it's being able to write and then have somebody that can read actually what you wrote.
That always got me in elementary school. They would grade your handwriting and all that stuff and cursive, and they'd give you an N. That was basically an F for kids, not satisfactory.
Oh.
And that always kept me from getting good grades with my handwriting.
Wow.
They were just like, what is this?
Yeah, so I kind of wanted to test it out here today. I've had everybody write out a phrase that has at least 5 words in it to just kind of see. And honestly, as I was doing this, I started to realize other than my personal signature, this might be the first time I've written something in cursive in the last decade.
Really?
I'm not even kidding you. I can't even think of the last time I did it because I print or I type. That's it. When would I ever write in cursive to write something out?
I do handwritten thank you notes, always in cursive.
No, I'm not thankful for anything.
You're thankful.
Your wife does them for you.
You're thankful when you don't have to write notes.
That's it. All right, thank you note to my wife. Thank you for writing all the thank you notes.
I don't know how it was at your school, but when I was a little kid, they would beat it into your head about the cursive stuff. They made you, it was a big deal. You'd have to buy special paper.
Right.
Well, from the look of your penmanship, they need to beat you some more.
Whatever, man. By the way, this is me trying to do my best.
Okay, here's the standard that you're going to be graded to here today. You must form uppercase and lowercase cursive letters. You have to write words, sentences, and longer assignments legibly. You have to use proper spacing, alignment, and structure, and demonstrate proficiency through evaluation or testing. It's going to be happening on July 1st, so kids are leaving school, and when they come back in the fall, This isn't even a suggestion. This is a mandatory thing that they got to be able to do. So if you're looking for things to work on this summer with your kids, maybe their penmanship and writing in cursive would be something if you have a lower elementary school kid to get them going on that.
If anything, it's a good exercise for your brain.
Amen.
Yeah. Now, they say the reason why they want to push the cursive, they say it helps with reading historical documents, cognitive development, and writing skills. But you know, a lot of people are like, all right, we're in a digital world. You know, there's so many other things that kids should be learning. Think about the percentage of times they're going to be in life reading historical documents that are written in cursive compared to all of the tech digital things that they're going to be having to face off with. And what do we want to take that education time for? Because aren't we squeezed on that already, trying to cram everything in?
Yeah.
But now we're going to force kids to cram in cursive.
We're in a digital time for now.
What does that mean?
Exactly.
He's trying to freak us out.
No.
Come on. That's Monday talk. Don't do that on a Friday.
You're right. My bad. No scary robot talk today.
Okay. All right. So we're going to pass it like you would pass notes in class. I'm going to be passing to your left. So that means I'll pass to Virginia. Virginia, you pass to Jbird. Jbird will then pass his writing to me. And then we'll see. And then you can grade anything that you think I did wrong on that. And then we'll show this as well on KVJ TV on YouTube. And people can go on ahead and tell us what they think. Okay. Virginia, can you read the phrase I wrote in cursive?
I can.
Okay.
But it's not great.
Right. Honestly, I was a little stunned because I kind of went into that with false confidence on my cursive writing. And as I started with the very first letter, I forgot how to write it.
There was a few letters I forgot how to do. I stumbled on them.
Oh, yeah. I think I blew it on a few letters, too.
Okay.
We all kind of have like a hybrid of regular print and cursive.
It is. Yeah, it's not what it used to be. All right. Can you read it, Virginia, what I say?
Yours says, I have a huge pimple on my butt.
Truth.
Is that true?
Yeah.
Prove it.
Just now. Okay, so you read that, but what do you see is off? Because I'll tell you the letter, that I that's where I started with writing a capital I. I was like, how do you write a capital I?
The I looks like a D.
Yeah, it does. It's terrible. Yeah, in fact, you can see, and I kept it. I didn't erase it. I have a dry erase board, but I want to be honest. So that was terrible. And then on, I made it an M. Yeah, I would be dinged for that.
Yeah. Your my is an N, so it's nigh.
Yeah, I mixed up an M and an N.
Look at you.
Terrible. Honestly, I would not be getting high marks.
Well, I mean, it's your first round. I'm sure if you got back to work.
Yeah, I would need another round on it, though. But yeah, just to me, it goes to show adults don't use cursive very often. And then when you have to, you're not great at it.
You know what's kind of weird? The harder I try and concentrate, the worse my handwriting becomes.
Right.
It's kind of like when a police officer's behind me, I start driving so terrible. It's a bizarre thing.
Yeah. All right, Jbird, what did Virginia write in cursive?
Can I DoorDash myself a Bloody Mary right now?
Is that bad?
Yeah, show that to the camera.
It's crisp. You can read it.
No, I mean, hers is great. It's everything it should be.
But the I fumbled the I.
You know what? Yeah, I mean, the I, you actually just wrote that in regular block. In fact, you've got a little bit of a mix, at least with the I.
I forgot that I had to write a cursive I.
And even the C, I mean, that's not really, that's almost like a printed C that then goes into cursive.
You're right.
Technically, Kevin, the C is not connected to the A and can, so you actually have to mark that down.
And let me see, Jbird's penmanship a lot better than I thought. It's Big Butt is real, and so are aliens.
Big butt?
Oh, that F is popping. What you talking about?
Big butts?
What you talking about, Ralston?
You can look. What do you think about that F? Is it Big Boot or is it Bigfoot?
It's Big Boot.
Oh, well, that actually kind of works as well.
Big Boot is real.
Big Boot is real.
Big Boot is real.
Because Bigfoot has to wear a big boot. Yeah, handwriting not my strong suit.
Yeah, wow. Getting back on that horse, that was not a good first run for me.
We need to practice more.
Well, people believe in it. I asked, should kids have to learn writing in cursive in schools when they come back in the fall? 83% of people are saying yes.
I think people just want kids to learn. They want to get back to, let's have them learn the basic things, and then we can get cute with some tech stuff as well.
I do agree.
Both.
I do agree, but is cursive still the basics?
Great question.
I'm not sure I agree with that.
I think it is. For handwritten notes, which we should all be writing, I think it is.
Definitely the majority says that. Yeah, I am in the 16%.
I'm with Virginia on this.
Okay. All right. Well, there you go. You can sound off anytime you want as well. Just go to YouTube and look for the KVJ Show. Make sure you subscribe and click that like button.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away. Because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, I don't know if you saw the pictures yesterday, but Britney Spears was spotted for the first time since leaving rehab. She was riding shotgun in a car with her feet up on the dash, looking real comfy, and being driven in a G-Wagon, not driving herself, which I think is probably good, considering she is now officially facing those misdemeanor DUI charges. You know, she was pulled over for erratic driving, and they didn't say what drugs or alcohol. So they said it was both, but they didn't say which ones. So drugs and alcohol.
Okay.
Prosecutors may be allowing a reduced charge like reckless driving. It just really depends on how her lawyers are able to negotiate with those prosecutors. If she does get that reduced charge, it would mean just probation, fines, and mandatory classes instead of jail time. You know, that's why she went voluntarily to rehab, because it looks good in front of the judge.
So in a year and a half, we'll get the body cam?
Great question. I would love to see the body cam.
Well, because, I mean, I think they do their best to protect the celebrity, but it's going to come out eventually.
Yeah, like after the trial is over, will we get it? Are they blocking it because they don't want everybody to see how wasted she was when she was pulled over?
Because I'm pretty sure that's all public access, but if they got fancy lawyers to at least slow it down from coming out publicly.
Or like Justin Timberlake's lawyers, they're so fancy, they had it edited.
Yeah, they didn't edit it enough, though.
They took out the part that he didn't want us to see. I am dying to know what was on the part that Justin Timberlake's lawyers had them edit out.
I would like to see that, because it still didn't look good for him.
It didn't. But if it got worse than that, that's the part I crave.
Yeah, it doesn't seem like they release a lot of body cams out of Los Angeles. And I know in Florida, we have the sunshine laws where they release everything. So don't do anything here because they will release it. I don't know every state is that way.
Okay.
Look at Legal Kev.
Legal Kev.
Yeah, I mean, I could be wrong. I'm questioning, because you would think with all the celebrities there, you would see a lot more body cam videos with celebrities on it, but how often do you see that in California?
They do come out, but yeah, they're definitely slower to come out.
Well, California too, they know their bread and butter.
Yeah.
They protect their celebrities.
Mm-hmm.
That's just how it is.
Yeah, probably.
Well, you know, right on the heels of that Michael movie doing so well at the box office, guess what they're already shooting?
Michael Part 2.
Yes, exactly. It's going to continue the story that'll pick up where the first movie ends. And yeah, they were saying, look, the movie only covered part of his life. There's still a lot more of story to tell. And when you make that much money, you can bet there's going to be a part 2.
Did they have Bubbles the chimp?
Oh, I saw Bubbles the other night, so they caught up with Bubbles.
What did he say?
On Entertainment Tonight. Bubbles is an old man now.
Okay.
But Bubbles is way outliving what the average lifespan is for a monkey his age. And he's way past it.
I mean, I remember Bubbles the chimp when I was a kid, I feel like.
Yeah.
He's been around for
Bubbles
a minute.
is an old man, but he's living out his days at an ape sanctuary, moving a little slower, but aren't we all?
Yeah, I think we probably all are.
Good for you, Bubbles.
Yeah, I remember Bubbles was something back in the day when he was in his prime. He had that monkey with him everywhere.
Well, Michael had to get rid of Bubbles pretty early into Bubbles' life. He could only keep Bubbles for a few years when Bubbles was a baby, because once, one of these apes gets to a certain age, they become a little too unmanageable with the strength and the, overpowering size. Like, if the monkey's way bigger than you and way stronger than you, you got to let the monkey go.
Yeah. I remember Eddie Murphy was talking about a time he went to Michael Jackson's, and Bubbles the chimp was there.
Michael Jackson had his chimps go to his house. That Bubbles chimp, when he got a certain age, you couldn't with Bubbles. He had Bubbles in the cage. I was like, don't go near him. Don't go over there, Eddie.
Did you go to his house?
Yeah, a few times. And the chimp would be going crazy. Is that Bubble? They said, yes, don't go near the cage. Remember, I thought Bubbles was don't go over there.
Yeah, okay.
Bubbles was ruthless.
Well, when you saw Bubbles was a baby.
Yeah.
And that's when the chimp is like, manageable, when they're little and sweet and fun to play with. But as soon as they get to a certain age, don't F with Bubbles.
Yeah, I remember Bubbles the chimp, and then I always remember as a little kid, Michael Jackson's got the Elephant Man, his bones in his house. Was that real too?
I don't know.
I don't know either, man.
I don't think he really had that, because remember he did the video for, I think it was just Leave Me Alone.
It's a jam.
And that was part of the imagery that he had in that video. It was all the rumors that were out about Michael Jackson, so he addressed that almost.
Were they rumors, or was he just saying, yeah, I got bones?
If you have the bones and then everybody calls you weird for having the bones, you don't tell people you have the bones.
Exactly. You might have had the bones.
You're like,
wait a minute. I might have too weird on this one, guys.
Oh, no, I don't have a dinosaur garden.
I feel like Jaybird's lacking his Bubbles.
You're right. I need my own version of Bubbles.
Oh, Denny's.
Bubbles would eat me. You would have to come to my house again and knock down the door.
We can put Denny's in a little chimpanzee outfit.
I'm sure he would love that, and that's not at all demeaning.
Yeah.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
I did check the body cam laws in California, and it's considered public record and may be released to the public upon request under the California Public Records Act. However, there are certain situations in which the release of body cam footage may be restricted, such as if it would compromise the privacy of a victim or witness, or it would interfere with an ongoing investigation. Right there, when you put may. And you say if it would compromise the privacy of a victim, that's why you don't see them. So they don't have the same kind of standards, and that's what their attorneys would file every single time. Use the language may, and they would just argue that, yes, it will compromise the privacy of our victim.
She or he is famous.
Yes.
But we can't have this.
Right.
There's body cam stuff that's got gold on there, and it's never been released because no one's ever asked to see it.
Yeah.
You got to put a request in.
Yeah, it seems like maybe when they're just committing a crime, that might be the one time where it would be something that you could use in a court against them. Possibly you would get it released. But other than that, I think that's why you don't see a lot of stuff out of California.
Thank you, Legal Eagle.
Yeah, well, thank ChatGPT or whatever it was I just hit up. So that's where it came from. Blame that.
And that's what's going on in your dirt.
All right, it is time once again for the New Name Movie Game. For once, Virginia's not the champ, though she is in a very significant lead over myself and Jbird, who are struggling in this game.
It's a great day for the universe.
It is, okay.
I'm here to take back the belt, which I also left at the Crawfish Fest. But don't worry, it's coming back.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, I do believe it will come back, Kevin. Somehow,
My neighbor
some way.
has it. My neighbor sent me a picture of her wearing it.
See, it does always find its way
She's
back.
like, don't worry, I got your belt.
Might want to tell her to get her skin checked after that contact.
Definitely.
All right, we've got Kelly on here from Royal Palm to partner up with Virginia. What up, Kelly?
Good morning.
Good morning. How you doing?
Just ready to get the belt back for Virginia.
Okay. I like the confidence, girl.
Okay, well, Virginia's going to be giving you clues to movies. You can't use any of the characters' names, any of the actors' names, or any of the words from the title of the movie. We've got 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
Okay, he flew too close to the sun. Pass. Okay, pass on that one. It's a green cartoon guy, and he's got his whole little thing. It's a whole...
Shrek.
Yes. If you are on my property and I don't want you there, you're what?
Trespassing.
But don't put the ing on it.
Trespass.
Yes. Pass on that one. I'm going into the sky in a penis shaped
An airplane.
But it's a song by it's a famous song. What is it?
Rocket Man.
Yes, good. Pass on that one. Okay, the cartoon with the girl that lost her glass slipper and the opposite of a woman.
Cinderella.
Opposite of a woman.
Cinderella Man.
Yes. What I do when I'm going from the right one to the left one on 95, I put my blinker on to what? I'm doing...
Changing lanes.
Yes. It's a...
5 spot.
5 spot.
Yep.
That's what I'm talking about.
Not enough to win the tournament.
She was great.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I kept tripping on my words, but she was good.
Mm-hmm. Okay, we'll see if that holds. We've got Candace on here from Palm City. What's going on, Candace?
Hi, just heading to work.
Okay, we got our work cut out for us here. We've got to beat or tie 5, okay?
Okay, let's do it.
Let's do it. Candace, 60 seconds in. The no-name movie game begins now. Okay, it's a big name for a recruit. It's a color. It's something you do with poker. When you give money, you're playing with what? Also potato blank.
Chip.
Yes, and it's a color.
Potato chip.
Yeah, you have the U.S. colors are red, white, and
Chip and blue. Blue chip.
there. Yeah, pluralize the last word. Okay, she did. Okay,
Blue
pass. Okay, if you go this, it's another word for a loony bin. Animals hang out on it. It's out in the country, and it's something that's hysterical. What's another word for something that's hysterical? And where do you have animals?
Funny farm.
Yes. Okay, when your husband dies and you have a group of them, they're called what? A group of...
Widows.
Yes. And pass. Pass. Oh, okay, when you... box and you do the first, then you go to the next. You have what?
Knockout.
What do you go?
Knockout round.
You go to a blank one. Pass. Oh man, that was another round.
Only 3.
3.
Oh.
3.
Dang
The
it. Okay.
Belt will change hands
sorry.
today.
That's okay. No, we had some tough movies in there
You
too.
did.
Wow, that was rough. My goodness. Okay, so the cards were not with us today to win. Will they be with Jbird? That is the question.
Why is your head in your hands?
I'm trying to, like, in a way, meditate, but it looks like I'm very concerned. So I don't think I'm meditating. I think I'm concerned.
Okay.
Do it for your mom.
I'm doing it for my mom. I know Logan Morrison's supposed to be listening right now.
Morrison.
Morrison. Not off to a great start here.
Well, that's not a great start.
I thought I was tripping on my words.
Yeah, no. Hold my beer.
Watch this.
All right, Marisol is here from Fort Pierce. Okay, you got to get 5 to force an overtime. Okay, Marisol?
All right, let's do it for Jbbird's mom.
Let's do it. Let's do it. Oh, boy. Oh, man.
You got this, Morganson.
This is so much pressure.
Okay, here we go. 60 seconds on the clock, and your time begins now.
It is a baseball movie. Think a hot guy. Goes back to he's in the minor leagues. Hits the home run. Pass. Not the second. What's before the second? Number
First?
1. Yeah, and then opposite of woman.
First man?
Yes. I'm the biggest animal in the sea. And then, no, think about fatter, plumpier, and they're on a motorcycle.
Whale?
Yeah, whale, and then, what does it do on a motorcycle?
Well,
pass.
riding well riding?
So close. Okay, pass. This is a term like this. They talk like this. They're from California. They're chicks. They are.
Valley Girl?
Yes. It is the Halloween, and look up. It's where clouds live in this month of Halloween. What do the clouds have?
Bat?
October sky.
Oh, okay. All right.
Sorry.
No, it's me.
Okay. Okay. I got 2.
Oh, gosh. Yeah. Third place? Oh, good gosh. Oh, my God.
You know what? Next week for Mom, it's Mother's Day weekend.
Trim.
Yes. You just be like, Mom, I just, you know what, got my dates mixed up. I don't want to win this week. Yeah,
You went too early.
Yeah.
I went too early, Mom.
Yeah, just be like, just talk to your mom will get it. She'll be like, okay. Well, congratulations, Kelly. You get the belt back to Virginia. Congratulations.
Nice job,
Good job,
Kelly.
B.
You did it.
Mm-hmm.
Gosh, she is good.
Yeah, she is good.
Kelly was good.
Yeah, I know.
Oh, don't be humble. That's annoying.
Right, isn't it? Well, big things going on this weekend at the movies for The Devil Wears Prada Dose.
Runway. It's not just a magazine. It's a global icon. A winding road that brings us back together again.
Hello?
Well, look what TJ Maxx dragged in.
Who is this? Do you know her? Do I know her?
I'm Andy Sachs. Andrea.
She was one of the Emilys.
One of the what?
Oh, they're playing it like she doesn't remember her?
I think so.
Mm-hmm. Yes.
Does Miranda Priestley have dementia
I don't
or
know.
Alzheimer's?
I mean, that was a pretty big pivotal part. I think maybe she's acting like she doesn't know.
Yeah, I think she's big leaguing her because what really is kind of the concept, from what I understand of this movie, is they're like a lot of traditional media where the magazine game is getting swallowed up, and so there's less they're not on top anymore, and so what is left, they're fighting for what's left of the magazine industry.
Gotcha.
Okay, and I
think they're more rivals now, where she was the apprentice before, now it's like the apprentice and now two masters.
Oh, all right. Like a Star Wars situation.
It could be, from what I understand. Now it's probably completely wrong, but yeah, that's what I was going to go with.
At least you cared enough to try to get it.
Yeah. You know what? Honestly, I haven't even watched the first. Have you seen the first one, Jbird?
Yeah, I thoroughly enjoyed it.
It's good. It's so good, Kevin.
Yeah, I don't know how I missed it, but it's everything I hear is great. Some people say this might be better. Who knows? I hear that Meryl Streep is fantastic in her role, very dry, witted, and funny. Anne Hathaway looks great. Stanley Tucci is back, and then Emily Blunt is, I guess, going to be a part of this as well.
Yes, she was.
Did Stanley Tucci pass away?
I don't know. He was out yesterday. I mean, if you did, this is breaking news.
Did you just kill Stanley Tucci?
Denny, do me a favor, please edit that out. I don't need a lawsuit.
Are you thinking Andy Garcia?
No.
He's dead too? Oh my gosh. Why wasn't this in the dirt? These are big stories.
I thought they filmed it, and then I thought Tucci passed away, but I guess I am wrong again.
He was alive as of yesterday.
But he could be sick.
Yeah, I don't know what happened in the last, 24 hours. I guess it's possible.
That's on me. I must have read an AI story or something.
No, in fact, the crazy thing is, did you know Stanley Tucci is married to Felicity Blunt? Do you know who Felicity Blunt is?
Who's that?
Emily Blunt's older sister. And they're in a movie together.
Is she an actress?
I don't know that Felicity is, but I know that Emily is.
Huh.
Yeah.
Emily Blunt's got a big kind of summer coming up. She's got this, and she's got this Spielberg movie coming up. She's in that Disclosure movie.
Right. I know Anne Hathaway's had a big summer, too. She just had another movie come out, like, what was that, Mother Mary or something last weekend?
Yeah, she did. That was a big one.
Yeah, it was. So you've got Devil Wears Prada 2 in theaters this weekend. And for the kids, something called Animal Farm. It's a PG-rated movie. It's Orwellian, I guess, but it's got Seth Rogen voicing some characters, along with Woody Harrelson, Jim Parsons, Kathleen Turner, Steve Buscemi, and Glenn Close. So they bring out the heavy hitters.
I feel like that'd be such a fun gig. Do a voice for an animation of sorts. That would be so fun.
Yeah.
Oh, that'd be amazing.
It would. Yeah, there are a lot of places that I want to go and things I want to do. I don't want to die with a lot of regret. I want to be able to say I lived my life. And, there might be things that I don't love, but I think it's better to have tried them. And you can say that you don't like them to not have tried them at all. But I will admit, there are some things I did that I took out of my bucket list that, yeah, I'd be okay. Like, it's going back in there. Like, I have no desire to ever bungee jump again. I did it once. I felt so proud of myself, and I had the chance to do it again. I'm like going, no. I can say I did it. Like, I didn't love it. I mean, when I was done, I'm like, I'm glad I did that, but I have no desire to ever do that again. I mean, I'm petrified of heights. Like, I just want to know I could do it.
And with the videos out there nowadays, like, there's too many videos I've seen of the bungee snapping.
Sure. I know. I just saw a video of just It was a ride at a fair.
I saw that video.
And the bungee thingy snapped, and I don't know how they lived.
The bungees can snap. I know too much. We're good.
Right, yeah.
And that just seems, that one's really kind of horrifying. You're down, you're up, you're down. And then the whole time I'm thinking, is this going to snap?
You do that when you're young and dumb.
Yeah, and I think for a lot of guys, there's just a point. You know, we used to do things when we were younger that I look at, I'm like, I guess I'm glad I did it. But it'd be silly for me to go back again and do that stuff, like hanging from a train bridge as the train goes over. Like, could you imagine if I was doing that at my age?
No. What are you, in Lost Boys? You're a vampire?
That's where we got it from.
And you did it.
I did do it, yeah. I did do it. It sounds a lot more dangerous than it was. I think our bridge was maybe about 15 feet above the water. Yeah. Even my most daring stuff was really soft.
It was whack.
Yeah.
Even in your heroic moments, you're a wuss.
Still, yeah.
Wouldn't you love to see video of that? I would pay top dollar for that.
Oh, fat Kevin.
I still wet down my leg. But.
Were you trying to hold on?
Oh, I was, yeah. Yeah, I did. It really wasn't that difficult, actually. Would you do parasailing again?
I wrote a list of 10 things I'll never do again that I did once. I put parasailing on there.
Okay.
Oh, and that was not that bad.
You have no idea what you're talking. I've done it twice. Once with your daughter, and that was the good round. And we both were up in the air freaking out, comforting one another.
There's the same thing. There's that story of that girl that fell out of the parasail to her death.
It was that bad. We did it on the air, and we had two knuckleheads controlling the boat. And they would not let me down. And they kept on saying they were going to let me down. And they completely broke the rules and kept me up in the air. And I was pissed when I got down. I'm like, no, this is not fun.
We may have slipped him a 20.
Oh, this is mental anguish.
He's yelling, let me down. They're playing ELO's Don't Let Me Down.
Yeah. It was really an awful experience.
Yeah.
Never do that again.
Sounds terrible.
Eating the heart of an animal. Me and you had to eat the heart of something one time back at Station 1. It was the insides of a turkey, and I got the heart, and it was awful, Virginia. I remember the heart that stuck in my tooth. It was just, never again will I eat a heart. Running in the woods barefoot. I can't do it no more.
Okay, that's probably a good idea.
Going on a Ferris wheel, the last Ferris wheel.
So you would just go running for exercise out in the woods barefoot?
There was a time in my life I was doing what I would call pain training. It's a weird
pain training. And here we are trying to figure out why his body's falling apart.
Yeah, I wonder why you needed a hip replacement.
Years of pain training.
Pain training?
Well, it's a baseball thing. It doesn't matter. Eating a gas station hot dog, never again.
Okay.
Drinking coconut rum, off the list. Playing men's softball, no way. Those guys go out there, they take their terrible marriages out on the ball, and they are drunk and very muscular, Virginia.
I got to be honest with you about something on your list right now.
What?
One of the main ingredients in the banana daiquiri is coconut rum.
I'm living a lie.
I was going to say, I'm not sure he quit that.
Okay.
Now, there are several rums. In your defense, there are many rums in that banana
How about
daiquiri.
this? Just shots of coconut rum from a red Solo cup.
Pure.
Never again.
Okay.
Watching someone else's cat, never again. Chaperoning a bus full of drunk people, never again.
Oh, yeah. Remember that ride to Key West.
Last but certainly not least, riding a horse. It's never worked out for me. I've had one kick me in the gut in front of my crush when I was 7.
Yeah.
And then I had one run me into a horse stable. It just didn't work out. Never again, Kev. One and done.
I get it. It's probably smart.
You've got a long list.
There's a lot of trauma on that list.
Are you okay?
No.
Yeah, I think for me, some of the stuff that I put in a reverse bucket list, it's like I'm glad I did it, but I wouldn't go back to it. Just even coaching softball.
It's tough, man.
It is. I'm like, my coaching days are behind me. Like
Coaching anything.
Right. I'm done.
Short stints only.
Yeah.
I loved playing baseball, and I loved coaching baseball. And for someone to love something so much, for the parents to push you out, it was so annoying, Virginia.
Yeah, I get it.
It got to a point where you're like, it's not even baseball anymore. It's almost kind of like babysitting.
Yeah. Being a roided up meathead. I think I'm past that.
Oh, man, bring him back.
No, that's in the reverse bucket list.
The jokes wrote themselves.
That ain't happening. I'm going to put camping on there as well. Even when I was young and I'd gone camping, it was such a miserable experience, and I woke up and I felt so terrible.
That's camping in a tent. Like, what if we got like a Winnebago?
It's not even camping.
Or took you glamping.
That's sleeping in an RV out in the woods.
So the way to do it, in my opinion, is get the RV, but also bring a tent. So when you try to do the tent thing as long as you can, and once 11p gets around and you're tired and mosquitoes are biting you, take your ass to the RV. You're doing both. It's fun.
Soft person's camping.
Yeah.
I think I'm probably done with drag shows. I used to do that in my youth.
Oh, I love you and your drag alter ego.
It was great when I was young because I was cute, but I remember when I was young doing it, and there were a bunch of old drag queens, and I'm like, never be an old drag queen. God bless them, but I'm like, it's just not for me. I'm like,
Yeah, you don't like dressing up too much as far as when it comes to costumes.
Well, I wanted to be the younger, like, everybody's like, oh, you look great. You look cute. Like, you get from, like, you can have the younger drag queens, like, oh, they're beautiful and they look cute, and then after a while, it's almost like you go into comical. I'm like, I don't want to be comical drag queen. So I'm like, I think probably I've done my last drag show.
I still think you got the cheeks for it, my man.
I do.
Upstairs and downstairs.
That's what I'm talking about.
Maybe never say never. Who knows? Maybe I could be dragged back in.
Yes, for the right price, any of us can be drugged back into any of these things on our list.
You're right. I'll never parasail again. I'll do it for a bit on Monday.
Well, we've got a lot of regret, Virginia. Is there anything you'd have in your reverse bucket list that you did once, never again?
Yes. So I used to enjoy something called turtle soup. It's a thing that we grew up on in Louisiana. Turtle soup is a thing. And then when I moved here, and now I've done so much work with like the Loggerhead Marine Life Center, I can't imagine what kind of barbarian I was for eating turtle soup.
Are you confessing to turtle murder right now?
I liked it back in the day when I didn't know any better, but now I know the turtles, and now I will never have turtle soup again.
Well, you're really coming out of your shell when it comes to all this.
I will also never wear a bikini again. I have aged out of bikinis.
Oh, okay,
No, that is not something you will ever catch me in.
You lost a punishment and you had to do a bikini. I'm talking 12 years ago. It was Station 1.
It was traumatizing.
It might have been 15 years ago.
You're right. It was a long time ago.
And she did not want to do that, man. You got spray tan for that as well.
I did. I looked like a chocolate bar.
Probably the number one thing that we're getting that people said they wanted to do before they passed in their life was getting married, and that is the number one thing that they have in their reverse bucket list.
Wow.
Done it, not going to do it again.
I suppose if you had a terrible marriage and went through an awful divorce, I can see someone going, never again.
100%.
Yeah. How do you respond if you are a wife and your husband comes home at the end of a very long day being a chef and he confides in you and lets you know that he did something at work that you don't agree with? And this email that we got, it says, my husband works as a cook at a local restaurant, and after a particularly bad day, confessed to me that he had tampered with a customer's food after they had insulted one of his servers. He told me that he rubbed his naughty bits on the bread that he used for this guy's Reuben sandwich after he actually called one of the servers a pig. Now, when he was telling me, he thought it was funny and thought it was justice served, but I didn't laugh. He then tried to justify it by framing it as some sort of heroic stand that he made for this girl. And he said word for word, that guy deserved it. I'd do it again. I was just sticking up for her and my staff. But I feel completely repulsed, not just because it's disgusting, but because I'm pretty sure it's illegal and could seriously hurt somebody. Now I'm looking at him differently, like I don't even know who I married. What bothers me the most is he justifies this, and I think he would do it again. Is it enough to let him know just how much I disapprove, or do I need to do a lot more than that?
Well, it is illegal. If someone caught you doing that, you're going to have a rough go at it.
Yeah, you could get the restaurant shut down, too, if they find out. Like, where did you do this? Did you do it in the open, in the kitchen, with, like, people watching?
That's a great question. Or did you take the meal into the bathroom?
Because that seems like a lot of steps.
Well, maybe he walked in a corner, wiped it on his naughty parts really quick, and then just, I mean, I can see how you could do it. You just have to be careful.
It's lowering yourself to a level that I don't know I'm comfortable with. And if you're married to somebody, you want to know that this person can keep it together in moments of crisis.
That's not keeping it together.
That's not keeping it together. You're bringing out your giblets and rubbing them on a guy's sandwich.
And Virginia's right. You think you're doing the right thing, but you really could potentially have everyone lose their job because they could shut you down.
I see why you thought it was noble and you were standing up for this girl, and I'm going to show that guy, but you actually didn't show him anything. He has no idea that you drug your nuts across his sandwich.
Yeah.
He has no idea. So you didn't teach him any lesson.
I didn't ask for those kind of almonds.
Yeah.
The better thing to do is maybe speak to him or have the manager speak to him and say, hey, I'm going to ask you to leave because we do not talk to our servers that way. We don't tolerate anybody speaking to our employees with that level of disrespect. Grab your things. I'm going to show you out.
The other side of this is it kind of shows you if you do make somebody mad at a restaurant, especially the one cooking your food, there's a chance they could be having a bad day and they rub it on their private
parts. Did you get nut bread?
Just know they have a sense of power over you. They're making your food and they could do something to it.
It does keep you in check. I mean, I wouldn't say that that's why I'm not insulting to servers, but I do know that, that feels like it is something that could happen. And so I would not want anybody doing that because clearly I guess it does happen.
Oh, anytime someone tries to send something back and the server takes it back, I go, well, guess what? You just got some pubic hair.
I would rather the server punch me in the neck than send something back to the chef to be recooked.
Yeah, the way I look at it, I go, you know what? It just didn't work out today.
It didn't work out.
Yeah.
You know what? When you leave your house, sometimes things don't go your way, and that's okay.
We had the call the other day where the old tennis women, the one lady sent her steak back 3 different times.
Can you imagine?
3 times?
3 times. I would never. If I was eating with somebody that did that, I would probably get up and leave. I would apologize to the server. I would pay my portion of the tab, and I would leave and never speak to that person again.
To me, I would expect, I go, okay, you sent it back 3 times. There's no way they didn't lick it or they didn't put hair on it. There's no way.
Yeah. Now, Callie had said, having worked in a restaurant, I would never get into it with anyone that's serving me food. And I think that's still a good thing because you don't know. But
yeah.
You don't know if somebody is unhinged. They're going through a divorce. They want to take out whatever animosity they have about life on you.
Well, there's unhinged people in every profession.
Amen.
But about this guy, and to get it closer to home, Anna says, there's no self-control in this dude. That's such a bad character trait. He could have just come out, told the customer, we're not going to be serving you any food. You just need to leave because if you're going to be insulting to our staff, we just don't serve people that does that.
Exactly.
And that's the grown-up and adult way to handle it. And I think that's the one thing when you're in a marriage, you got to make sure that you are somewhat on par when it comes to your character with your partner. And you need to let them know, be like, I've got a standard. I need you to live up to this standard. I cannot bring down my standards. And if we're going to be together and this marriage is going to maintain its longevity, you got to see it my way. I got to know this is never going to happen. And that you're like, okay, all right, not going to do that again. But if that doesn't happen, I'm seeing myself elevating myself above your character standards. This ain't going to work out for a long-term marriage.
I mean, if you're married to that person and they don't make the adjustment and they continue to put food on their private parts or whatever, to me, I think you have to divorce that person because to your point, Kev, you're bringing everybody down.
She needs to set the standard. Sometimes I think you need to do that. You'll have a partner that does something and look, it may be below their standards. And when they're quiet in their mind, they may be like, yeah, that wasn't the best part of me.
I reacted.
Do need to be better. Yeah. You need to hold your partner to a higher set of standards. And if they cannot live up to that, you gotta be like, we're having a serious problem here.
And I do need you to explain to me exactly how this went down. Who was watching you do this? Was the server standing right there when you did it? Because that is weird. And could you get...
Well, the server's a female. So if she saw that, that's problematic. And some people are thinking that maybe he's got a crush on her because he got way overly defensive in how he dealt with it.
That's the other thing, too. Yeah. I'd be like, why are you so...
Why are you making goofy moves trying to impress this girl?
Real goofy.
Yeah. Regardless, that is not okay. So, got a text here from a guy. I want to know if it is normal that his girl changes outfits at least 3 times before going out. And he's like, I've never seen this before. Anybody I've dated. Is this a normal thing or no?
Completely normal.
Really? 3
is probably the average that I do. Sometimes more.
Tell me why this happens, because do you not know what the outfit looks like on you before you put it on?
Kevin, we fluctuate.
She ain't lying.
Your girl likes to eat, and then she likes to starve herself. So sometimes I'm a little more plump.
She is 100% right. You're right. I fluctuate 10 pounds typically.
Girl, I know.
And I'm lucky because you can't really tell if I have clothes on. But what happens is I'll put a shirt on, and I can always tell it's in my nipples. It's always in my man boobs.
She carries her weight in her breasts.
Yeah, and I just don't feel comfortable. I could get away with it, but the comfortableness of it, it's not there.
And here's what we do too. I don't know if y'all do this, but as women, we buy clothes in a lot of different sizes. I have dresses that are a size 2, a size 4, a size 6, and a size 8. I have all of those different sizes hanging in my closet right now. And in any 6-month time span, I could wear all those different sizes.
I have fat shirts. Yes, when I get a little plump, I go, I got to put that on because it's just the way it is, Kev.
Huh. Okay. Well, he wants to know if that is normal. He's saying that she's at 3. And I asked ladies, how many outfits do you try on before going out? It seems like the number one answer and the majority is going to be 2. We're at about 44% on that one.
I'm going away this weekend with a group, 5 girls. Between us, we probably, and I'm not even kidding you, between us, we probably brought about 65 outfits.
It's insane. My wife and daughter both do that. My wife is the worst, but you go someplace overnight, she has 3 suitcases. You're like, I don't understand this. Like, what are we doing?
Well, we want to share. We want to swap. We want to see what you got, and you try on 5, I'll try on 5.
Well, also, too, what if you get there and you only have the one outfit, and for some reason, it's just not popping that night? And that happens. It's kind of like when I order food, you get anxiety. You have to have options, Kev, because what if that one meal really sucks?
Yeah.
Now you're left with one dress? No.
What if it rains? What if it's sunny? I got to have a rain dress. It can't be white and see-through. And I got to have a sunny dress.
Okay. Well, I'm learning so much here.
I get it, girl.
All my sisters out there and Jbird get it.
For ladies, how many outfits they try on before going out? Number one answer is 2 with 45%. The number 2 answer is 3 at 25%. A quarter of all ladies try on 3 outfits before going out. Then only 19% do just one outfit, and boom, they're out the door.
Wow,
and then,
who are you? And tell me your secret.
10% of ladies are doing 4 or more before they hit the door.
That's my girls.
Wow. You ever had that where you try an outfit at the store and you're like, this is popping, and then you go home and try it on, and you go, what the hell happened from the ride from the store to my house?
I stopped at Popeyes.
Yeah.
That's what happened. Also, I'll put on different shoes and try on 6 different shoes with an outfit. You got to be careful, though. Look down before you leave the house and make sure you don't have 2 different shoes on.
Okay.
Because I've done that before, too, where you put on 2 different shoes to see which one matches better, and then you leave the house like that.
I've done that at Publix so many times where I go, you have 2 different sandals on, and they're different colors, and it's noticeable, dog.
Girl, you're on our team.
Yes.
Okay, so we did an annoyance for a guy. Now we'll do an annoyance for a girl. We have a show to watch this weekend, but it is so annoying watching anything with my boyfriend because he's always pausing the show to Google the actor. Be like, I know them from somewhere. And he does that with the entire cast, and then he'll forget, and he goes back. We stopped like 25 times in the first episode, and it's so annoying.
Okay, so your boyfriend smokes weed. Gotcha. All right, this checks.
She's outing him.
It's tough to watch a movie with someone that has to pause, stop, do a bunch of things.
Bruh, why are we here?
Well, that's why I think couples end up watching separate things sometimes.
I don't know if that's a guy thing. I am guilty of that.
Yeah.
Because now the way acting is, you see so many actors, you watch a whole series, 20 episodes, but that was 6 years ago now. And then you watch another show and you're like, where do I know them from? And it drives you crazy. And it's probably like some off character from Game of Thrones is now on another British show you're watching. I'm like, I know that face.
I'm very guilty of it. I'll be watching something and go, I have to know. Pause. I got to look it up. Who is this person?
This spoke to me. I felt a little convicted when I read that.
I love like seeing their backstory too.
Yes.
If it's a real like a documentary or something, I'll stop the movie and then Google the story and find out the real deal.
And then I go down a rabbit hole. hole. I did that one time. My wife and I were watching a show, and I got down a rabbit hole. 20 minutes later, I look over, and she's watching a show on her phone. Like, it's just gone.
We lost the plot.
I lost the whole plot. We're both lost in our own worlds. Is it normal to pause a show to Google an actor? 56% of people say it's normal.
Okay.
Just normal.
I think a lot of people watch TV now with two different devices. They have the phone. As soon as there's a lull in the action, you're on your phone. And
Absolutely.
I think it's just we're kind of addicted and designed that way now.
We're brain hacked, baby.
Yeah, we are brain hacked, and we need constant stimulation, and we need to try to stop it.
It's kind of exhausting, though.
Yeah.
When you really kind of think about it, one program per moment.
You're right.
It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. It's the KVJ Dirt of the Day. Virginia, take it away, because you know we need that Dirt of the Day.
This Dirt of the Day is brought to you by my favorite closet people, closetsbydesign.com. Well, on top of everything they've been dealing with the loss of their daughter, you know, we've heard some pretty chilling details this week from prosecutors. They allege that David killed Celeste Rivas, and they give all the details. Apparently, this dope left a very significant paper trail and footprint online, in store, receipts. I mean, it's pretty obvious that he was up to no good.
Thank goodness he was terrible at murder, because he would have done it again.
You're right. He would have done it again. And this is a pattern for him. And they found all that child porn on his computer. So who knows who else he was talking to? Another young lady has come forward and said that she was talking to him while he was talking to Celeste. So she could have been next had we not figured it out and, of course, got him. He was so ridiculously sloppy.
Anytime these predators are talking to young kids, it's always more than just one. They always got their little gross octopus hands or tentacles out there with all kind of different things going on.
You're right. And so now, you know, it's so sad to think about, but, you know, her parents are probably going through their worst moments of their life ever. And while they're going through it, they're also being investigated. So it just wrapped up. They did an investigation because they were trying to figure out if the parents were neglectful. But the parents have been cleared in the neglect case and charges that were brought against them. They say that she snuck out. You know, it was the power of the relationship with David. He convinced her to take an Uber from her home, which was very far from his home. And he did it through manipulation and conniving. And the parents didn't even know what was going on. Yeah. And then they reported her missing, just like parents are supposed to do. So they have been cleared. A 3-part docuseries titled Diana, The Unheard Truth will be premiering coming up in August of next year, marking the 30th anniversary of Princess Diana's death. Now, the series will center on hours of audio recordings that were captured by a doctor who was her close friend that have never been made public before. These tapes were secretly removed from Kensington Palace and given to multiple people. They include her account of a lot of situations, including her family life, Camilla, and her ambitions and her independence, and all kinds of details that maybe we've never heard before, and especially maybe haven't heard from her own lips. Fascinating stuff. And that is what's going on in your dirt.
It's the worst of the week. We sound like dopes when we make bad jokes and commit misquotes. It's the worst of the week. It's amazing we get paid to speak, so let's start the countdown. It's the worst of the week.
All right, we had a few flubs here this week to cover in the worst of the week. All right, we count them down. Looks like we've only got 3, though, so I got to say it's pretty clean week here for the KVJ show.
It's clean unless the one person's responsible for all 3. We call that a straight flush.
Straight flush, okay.
Flush in the toilet.
Okay, I guess we'll count them up here. Just a few of the flubs that we had. Here's number 3 for the worst of the week.
Because some of those trucks are super tall, man. Even tall dudes have to do a what's that called? The arm
pull-up?
Thank you. Do a pull-up to get in that thing?
That's a man of fitness right there.
I couldn't think of pull-up. What's wrong with me?
What's that thing that you call when you pull yourself up?
That's one exercise I could never master. I could never do pull-ups.
It's a challenge.
Even when I was in the best shape of my life, pull-ups were just not my jam.
The bigger your butt, the harder the challenge.
I think that's it. I wonder if it's a strength thing or it's a light body. Or maybe it's a combination of both. I'm sure there's some kind of like pull-up ratio.
Yeah, little skinny people got no problem.
It's amazing. Have you ever seen they do like 200 like it's nothing, don't even break a sweat?
I just have such a weak upper body.
Okay, here we go. First one to Jbird. What about the second one?
But it's more fun to say it's the men.
Well, of course. It's a low-hanging fruit. Now, if you want to have a debate about the patriarchy and men and all this, that on this situation, I don't think is what we're talking about
What's
here.
the patriarchy?
It's the men. You know what I meant.
It's the battle of the pairs.
The patriarchy.
Yes.
You ever have that when the words is not coming? You go,
patriarchy, just a bunch of toxic men doing pull-ups.
I do the mumble if I forget someone's name. Hey, it's good to see you.
We all do. I just did a second ago with Olivia Rodrigo. Almost got her Olivia Rodriguez. Olivia Rodrigo.
That's a different chick.
Oh, I know that move, Bird. That's not just you. All right, here we go. Number one. Does Taylor Swift have the scariest fan base?
No.
Who's scarier?
The Cartel?
You okay?
No. 3 for 3, baby.
Yeah, you got the flush. I think it's just the worst answer of the week.
Cartel. Man, that was a long silence, too.
Like, yeah, you're like, what is that going to be? What's it going to be?
I didn't even know how to dig myself out of that.
Okay, time to catch up. Any KVJ updates that you need? Maybe you missed out on something or just always wondered something. This is the time you get to ask them. And some of these questions, they're just ones that a lot of people might already know, but we're happy to catch up because we always got new people moving to South Florida or picking us up wherever it might be globally. And they're like, I just never knew about this show.
I just saw KVJ Nation or Publix ago. You know what? I've been out of town for a good 4 months. I'm so behind on everything. It's KVJ, and I'm catching up now. So
that's what this does. And this question is for Virginia Jbird. It's cool just how Jbird and Virginia's husband, Panda, are longtime friends. But how did Virginia and Panda ever hook up and get married? How long ago was that? And did Jbird set you up as a couple? I'm sure you covered this, but I've just never heard it. Yes. Joelle sent that in.
Yes, Joelle, I was the matchmaker from a certain point of view.
Okay. Yes, he was.
Well, they both separately, Virginia, and she doesn't ever do this, so I'm like, first of all, what are you doing? She's like, Sarah, what's going on with that guy, Panda? Or he wasn't Panda
He
yet.
wasn't Panda yet.
Your friend Kevin, he's got really nice eyes in his hair.
Yeah. In fact, that's kind of part of it. People are like, what do you call Virginia's husband, Panda? Well, that was kind of their pet name. But my name's Kevin. His name's Kevin. It was just so dang confusing for the audience. We said, he got to have another name.
You can't have two Kevins. You just can't. Mm-hmm. I can't have two of the most important men in my world both have the same name.
My question, why do you love Kevin so much? I mean, it's just clear that you can't stop being with Kevin.
I should have named Rocco Kevin.
I know. I mean, my gosh, yeah.
My child should be Kevin Jr.
Could you imagine?
Well,
my God.
They did an event together. And so she's like in my ear, what's going on with this guy? And then maybe 3 days later, I'm with Panda in his car. It's just me and him. And he starts bringing up Virginia. He's like, so what's up with Virginia? He was filming it at an event. I go, all right. I got the message. I'm getting to work. Let's have you guys go ahead and sleep together.
Jbird was with us for our first date. Because we went on a group date. All of us went out together in a party bus.
Oh, that was the first date?
Yes.
The stripper night?
Yes.
Whoa.
That's the night. Because I never go to strip clubs. It's never been my thing. Right. I didn't know how they worked. And everyone was, Jbird, come on, get a dance. I'm like, all right, I'll do it.
Get a private dance.
Get a private dance. So when I was in there, I'm like, all right, it's kind of fun. I'm enjoying myself.
Yeah.
The third song comes by. She's like, yeah, that'll be $400. I go, $400? I go, wait, what do you mean? She's like, it's the third song. I go, what are you talking about?
She's like, I've been here a while. He's like, I know, I love it.
I might have had a meltdown. I don't know.
I might have had a meltdown. That was the first date. Now look at you.
Wow, what a date.
What a date.
This question, somebody texted in. They said, whatever happened to Tabasco trivia for Cinco de Mayo? Easily one of the best skits you have done. Please bring it back this year.
You know, Cinco de Mayo is coming up, and it falls on Taco Tuesday this year.
Wow.
If ever there was a reason to celebrate, get your sombreros, everybody.
I'm down. I think I'm allergic to Tabasco, but
I don't
down.
know. I hate seeing Bird do it. It's tough to watch.
Can we get him a different sauce? I think he's allergic to cayenne.
Oh, come on.
Let's get him jalapeno Tabasco.
I can do the stuff that makes me allergic. Look, I'm still in my prime. We can still do this thing. I had a couple of injuries, but we're getting back on track. Okay. Give me the allergic stuff.
Give me the allergic stuff.
Give me anaphylaxis.
Yes. Cut off my trachea.
And this question here, somebody said, you had mentioned this a couple weeks ago, but what did Virginia accidentally text Jbird when she was talking trash about him?
I mean, he's so annoying.
Was it the time that I text Heather? Is that what you're talking about?
Oh, that might have been, yes.
So he was being particularly douchey on this day, and I was texting Heather, tell him to shut up. He's such a douche, or just something like that.
Isn't it great? She's always such a princess, and she doesn't have her douchey days.
And Kevin, I'm sure
we're so lucky that we've never had a douchey day from Virginia.
And I'm sure me being a douche was just out of the blue and not at all the bear being poked a couple of times.
Just the entire day.
I was so mean. What a monster.
It's called gaslighting.
Yeah, exactly. And honestly, you could have said the worst thing about me. I don't care. This is the pit, baby. Sometimes we bite each other.
But sometimes when you're talking trash about somebody in a text, you got to be super careful. You don't accidentally send it to that person.
Well, I did it to Heather, our old.
You did it to Heather.
Our former
producer. Did it to Heather about you.
Well, I was texting Kevin. I'm like, I don't know. Heather's bitching me out. She's like, you send it to me, you dumbass. It's Heather. I'm like, oops, my bad. I'm sorry. You were kind of bitching me out, though.
We're all a little sensitive.
Yeah.
And this text said, what was the fight on April 15th about? Jbird referenced a fight he had with Virginia on the show on the phone.
It was, I was absolutely a douche. It was because I shouldn't have done Crawfish Festival. I was still in a great deal of uncomfortable, and I should have just said no, and I didn't. And there was a miscommunication about something, and I just didn't handle it the right way. Yeah. But I mean, we're friends again, so.
When you're on pain and you're recovering from surgery, like you can't really be mad at somebody for what they say when they're in pain. It's so deep.
I just kept going out, and people just kept shaking me. So I had to wait. I had to put the. I'm a lot better now. But
people get very handsy with the bird sometimes.
And I really do love it. Just this odd time, and people were kind of drunk at Crawfish Festival, and a few people shook me, so I was a little Ebenezer Scroogey with my cane. Like,
I just bat them.
I'm trying to have fun, but I'm in pain because people are shaking me.
And good news is my hip, I'm feeling a lot better, so that's good.
I remember the rage that Denny's exhibited when he chased off that solicitor that kept coming by his house. And somebody wants to know, did that pushy solicitor ever come back? I believe Denny's just, what is he? He cracked the door and what do you say, no or something like that?
I pop my head and I go, not interested.
And then didn't he start to be, bro, didn't he bro you several times?
He goes, bro, come on, man. You're going to do me like that? That's what we're doing?
What was he selling?
I think it was solar panels. Okay. I think it was solar panels. Yeah, that's the number one thing people try to sell me.
It is a big thing. And he kept coming back to your house and you're trying to tell him nice. So you just so not interested in it, bro.
Well, there's one time I have a baby sleeping on my shoulder and the dog's under me barking and he's trying to sell me stuff through the door. And I go, dude, this is not a good time. So then he comes back the next day and I'm like, dude, this is not a good time. So that third time I was done with it.
Has he come back since that last time?
I've never had another solicitor stop by after that.
You know, that is kind of interesting. Mine has slowed down, and I realized on the stop signs going out of my neighborhood, they've now posted signs saying no soliciting allowed in this neighborhood.
Well, because
I don't know what that means, and I don't know who enforces it or whatever, and does that really scare away solicitors?
People are fighting back because in my neighborhood, solicitors will knock on your door. I had one at 8:45 at night. Mm-hmm. You're trying to sell me solar panels at 8:45 at night.
That's scary, especially if you're living alone and you don't have a weapon. Like, you don't know who's knocking on your door at 8:45 at night.
Well, you assume that they're there to mug you.
Of course.
I mean, it's dark.
We watch a lot of murder specials on this show.
I've had to cool down on those. I had to kind of take a step back because every time I walk into Walmart, I'm like, murderer, sex offender. I'm like, I gotta stop watching this stuff.
Every knock at the door, you think it's the murderer, but meanwhile, you just order a lot of stuff on Amazon.
Yeah, like, oh, that's right, I ordered DoorDash. It's not a murderer.
Ow! There's a lot of dumbass criminals to talk about, baby. It's the whacked out news. People breaking the law. Ha ha, fighting in the nude. Ha, drunk people pooping in the street. Ha ha, it's the whacked out news. So many people on meth. Ow!
Well, I think we know what this is all about. We play pretty intense games of rock, paper, scissors here on the KVJ show.
Everything we do, we play intense.
Not as intense as what this 13-year-old South Florida student took it, though. He apparently got triggered by losing a game of rock, paper, scissors, and then he made a school shooting threat.
Oh.
Yeah.
Yikes.
Okay. Yeah.
Dude.
That was problematic, yeah. Got to teach these 13-year-olds how to deal with their frustration and loss a little bit better.
Well, hope you enjoy juvie.
Yeah. It escalates so quick, doesn't it?
Let the butt whoopings begin.
Jeez, man. There's a Florida man that got arrested after trespassing onto a stranger's yacht on the Miami River. He was claiming he was holding it for President Donald Trump, who, by the way, will be in town today.
Well, do we know he wasn't?
You don't know because, yeah, you're right. Trump is going to be in town. I think Trump is going to actually be at the Kravis Center, I think it is. 6:15, by the way. That will be a traffic nightmare that will look like Miami.
Because that will, I'd imagine.
Will be awful.
It's going to be horrendous.
Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, so if you did not know, and I'm catching you by surprise, and you work down in that area, tell your boss, be like, I got to bounce at noon.
Avoid that area at all costs.
So if he's coming down here by 6:15, that means I would say a couple hours before it's going to be kind of probably a mess, no?
They were already setting up the concrete barricades and all that they have to do. So, yeah, that might be affecting it already.
I heard the Trumpist quote that I could relate to of my whole entire life. They told him, look, people keep trying to shoot you. You got to put a Kevlar vest on. And he goes, no, I'm not putting that thing on because it makes me look fat. He goes, I don't want to look any chubbier. And I'm like, dude, I see you. I wouldn't want to wear a Kevlar vest for the same exact reason.
All right, there you go.
I'm not trying to look fat out here in the streets.
Yeah. All right, makes sense. You're right.
So much sense.
I mean, I'd rather get shot, right? I mean,
totally.
Gosh,
Bob Odenkirk, the actor, he was in Breaking Bad. People always go, man, you look so fat in these 2 episodes. He was just doing an interview. He goes,
oh, wow.
I had a bulletproof vest on the entire time, guys. You saw it in the beginning. Why are you calling me fat?
Oh, no way.
You
really?
see it in the show. I'm not fat. And they always use this picture of me.
Wow. Yeah, this guy on this yacht in the Miami River, I guess he just walked on board the vessel without permission and just refused to leave.
I mean, it's kind of easy to do.
Yeah, it is, yeah.
If there's like any kind of catwalk or there's a way to get up there, you can get on a lot of these boats. Now, they all have security and you won't be there long.
Right.
But you can make some trouble real quick. I'm surprised more vagrants don't do it. Hopefully they're not listening.
Yeah, well, I'm sure they got a plan. There's a 49-year-old woman, Jamie Romansky, who got arrested at Miami International Airport. She allegedly kicked a Miami-Dade sheriff's deputy when she's being escorted off a plane.
Dude, how do you think this is going to go for you?
Yeah, I think she's a little hammered, and they were taking her off the plane, and she just started doing everything she could, punching, slapping, everything. So, yeah, so here she is in front of the judge.
You're charged with battery on a law enforcement officer. I'll talk about the facts of the case. We have to review it for probable cause. Since you're not from here, I'm going to set a monetary bond. You have no priors, but the allegations are concerning. I think we've all seen an uptick in fights on airplanes and in airports. It's just not acceptable.
Yeah, it's kind of an MO because, look, people come here, and I wonder how many people go through this court are actually South Floridians and how many of them are just visitors that get all hammered down here and do something stupid.
A lot.
Yeah, this woman's definitely one of them. Well, talking about getting hammered and when you should and should not be, you could argue that if your town is at a train derailment, that's not when you should be hammered when you show up to the wreckage.
Oh, no.
That's exactly what Mayor Paul Morrison did. Where's your line? Yeah. Apparently he tripped, fell over the tracks. They're like, the mayor's really hammered. He was so plowed, he got a public intoxication showing up to his own event.
There's a few body cam videos where somebody shows up on the crime scene, whether it be who's ever in charge of the police or a city official, and they're hammered, and the cops all have to go, I think they're drunk. What do we do here?
Yeah, right.
In the defense of the mayor, he was at home on his free time, getting his drink on and having probably a peaceful evening in his house. He did not know an emergency was going to happen, but when it did, yes, he made a bad decision to go to the scene.
Did he get in a car?
But he didn't know.
Did he drive drunk or did he walk drunk?
He walked.
Oh, you walked there. Now, what did he do when he got there?
Slurred and fell.
Yeah, they just got him for public intoxication. Doesn't say anything about a DUI, so maybe somebody drove him there.
I can see him possibly butting in and trying to take over. Now you're doing this wrong. If he's doing all that, now he's getting involved in the case.
It's not his fault for being in his house and getting his drink on. He didn't know this train accident was going to happen.
That would suck, though, if all of a sudden you're getting your drink out of your house, this big accident happens outside.
You feel like you have to go because you're using drunk logic, but really the right thing to do would have been to stay home and maybe send your wife or send your vice mayor or something.
I'm incapacitated.
Right.
He did too much.
He's a new mayor, so I think he's starting to learn the ropes.
Yeah.
Maybe I got to wait until my term's over to get this plowed.
I'm not that mad at him. I think we should reserve judgment.
Well, there's a term now for criminals who are released and then immediately go back to breaking the law. They're calling them the frequent flyer offenders. And unbelievably, there are. In Colorado, a man was arrested for trespassing and taken to jail. And then several hours later, he was booked and released. And then less than 20 minutes after that, he stole a fire engine that was parked outside the jail.
Oh, my gosh.
It was there for an unrelated medical call. And while the rescue team was treating a victim, he went and drove off.
Okay, y'all got to bring this guy to the loony bin.
Wow.
Because he doesn't understand what's going on in the world.
But it is weird. Some areas in the country, you can steal something, you're out immediately. You can steal again, you're out immediately. Right. And then the other places, you steal and you're in the clink for a while.
Yeah, so they're ratcheting up. If we let you out thinking you're going to be a good boy and you go out and do something dumb, you'll be back here under bigger charges. Now, I even led the authorities on a brief chase in the fire truck.
I thought it was an old school bus that, maybe was like for a movie set or something like that. 30 police vehicles that followed afterwards, along with 2 SWAT vehicles.
That's kind of a weird situation, an inmate stealing a fire truck. I saw it laid over on the driver's side.
Wow.
Yeah, they say he was hit with multiple charges, including felony motor vehicle theft, resisting arrest, reckless driving, and felony criminal mischief. They also say they're going to start ticketing some of these Waymo cars that are driving a fool in California, Waymo and Tesla. They say when the robo-taxis break the law, then they're going to be sending a ticket to those companies.
Huh.
A lot of people are just sick of them gumming up the streets and like, why are they exempt from this? They shouldn't be.
They act like the worst driver ever in a situation they're not prepared for. They'll drive into like SWAT standoffs.
Yeah, right.
Like what?
Mm-hmm. They say a poultry farmer in India has filed a police complaint after 140 of his chickens died from a DJ blaring his music all loud during a wedding procession.
Death by techno?
Yes.
How?
They say that the wedding DJ passed by at about 9:30 p.m. with high volume music, and the noise was so intense that the chickens got frightened and died.
Oh my God.
140 of them.
Well, if it's a wedding, they probably did the electric slide.
Yeah. Or what is that, chicken dance?
The chicken dance?
Yeah.
Oh, if he was playing that when they died, that's irony.
Yeah, they say that high-intensity sound waves can trigger severe stress responses in birds, sometimes causing cardiac arrest.
Damn.
So do not take your chicken to the rave.
Damn.
They would not like going to Club Space.
I wonder if other animals are like that, or is it just the chicken?
Chickens and Jaybird.
Yeah, I think I would have a heart attack if I went to a techno concert.
You're a bird.
Yep.
Oh, yeah.
Somebody who might like that techno concert, Ray Gunn. Remember her, Rachel Gunn?
Do I remember Ray Gunn? I did the deepest of dives of Ray Gunn.
She was the Australian breakdancer in the Olympics.
Oh, we know.
Well, now she is a public speaker that can be hired.
She annoys me because she tried to play victim, and honestly, it could have gone a different way for Ray Gunn. She could have leaned into it and had fun, but she had to go down the victim route. Oh, everyone's so mean to me.
Mm-hmm. Well, there you go. I wonder how much she's charging.
Yeah, I'm curious. What's the going rate for a Ray Gunn? I'm the victim weepy speech.
There's something off about Ray Gunn. I don't trust her or her husband.
Okay.
What are you thinking about? What are you thinking about? What's on your mind? Are you thinking about? What are you thinking about?
Well, one of my favorite things is going to lunch with my daughter. She doesn't have to work today, and so she's going to pick me up after the show. We're going to meet somewhere for lunch.
I love that. I love those videos y'all do.
Yeah, we love doing it because, I always love finding a new place. There's just so many great, even local restaurants that keep popping up in South Florida. I want to support them as much as possible and let people know, be like, hey, look at this place. It's pretty cool. So we try to find something new and fresh and do it, but we're just kind of narrowing it down. Like we haven't done a video for Moxie's yet, which is a new to city place in West Palm Beach. They've done that. But then I was thinking, too, that was it Nev's Barbecue that was just featured on the Food Network?
Yeah, they were just featured. Yes.
Yes. And I was trying to remember, I'm like, what other places have kind of like opened up here that I'm not, because I thought it seems like every week there's like a couple new places that I see on social media or somebody mentions.
Have you been to that Blackbird by your house?
Oh, yeah. Blackbird, Asian. It is so nice.
Is it really that hard to get into?
I don't think. I mean, you have to have a reservation. I'm pretty sure it's a nice place, but it's a big place, so I can see where especially during off season, it won't be as crazy. They have nice decor and great food.
There's an option, Kev.
Yeah, no, I've heard amazing things. I mean, that place is doing so well.
It's a vibe.
Really? Okay.
If you've ever been to Tao, it's kind of like Tao, but it's like a local Tao.
Yeah, I hear they're making a ton of money.
But if I wanted to go there tonight or tomorrow, there's no way you can get it. Is it one of those kind of restaurants?
I can make a phone call for you. If you want to get in, no big deal. I'm BFFs with the pastry chef. No big deal.
The Witch of Tequesta's getting it done, and I like that.
You let me know when you want to go, big dog.
And people were saying this, and I've seen some video of it, but there's a place that is the house, they call it. It's the clubhouse of the new golf course that is the West Palm Beach Public Golf Course.
Yes, I've heard good things about this too.
Yes, I have. Might have to. I got to put that on the list because I'd forgot about that. I saw a video. I'm like, my gosh, that's crazy.
You know where you need to bring Caitlin? In the Colony Hotel. Those Swifties in there. It's really cute.
Okay.
It's very feminine.
Oh, that's the restaurant you sent me the picture of. That food looked good.
That food was good.
Mm-hmm.
It wasn't cheap, but it was good.
What, did you have a burger?
Burger, onion rings, quiche, like all kinds of appetizers. Yummy, yummy food. Very girly.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Somebody texted in, they said Motec in Boca is a place to go check out. We might have already gone there, I think. I've heard about that. Yeah, that's at Motec.
Well, let me ask you.
Yeah, we did do that.
What kind of mood?
It's a great place.
What kind of mood are you in?
That's just it. Right now, I'm moodless. That's why I said. That's why I want to take some suggestions because I'm kind of moodless. Like sometimes you have like, oh, I know I definitely want to go this direction, but yeah, right now I feel like I could go about anywhere.
I don't like being in limbo with my taste buds. That will happen sometimes where you don't know what you're in the mood for.
Yeah,
and I take those meals seriously.
Mm-hmm. Yeah, and lots of great pizza suggestions as well. We got to do the pizza tour one of these days. Bird, you and I are going to head south. Pina's Pizza right next to the arcade there in Kendall is fantastic. So they said they moved to Miami 8 years ago and they absolutely love that place. So yeah, we got to do that. I think we have 8 or 10 places in Miami to get pizza.
Oh, I mean, I think just in general, Miami's got restaurants galore that would blow my mind. I'm never down there.
You have a long list of recommendations that have come in.
Yeah, y'all. So y'all have given me some great suggestions. So I think one of those places we'll go to, and you just got to go to KVJ Eats, KVJ.eats on Instagram to see which place we wind up posting up. All right, Bird, what you got on your mind today?
Quick programming note. We did our Weird Whenever podcast last night. We had great fun, a lot of laughs, a lot of paranormal talk. That's available on our KVJ YouTube page. So if you want to check that out. But I kind of wanted to morph into this. This morning, I had a bit of a scare. I had to run out to my Jeep, and I went out barefoot. So it's all dark.
By your house?
By my house, yeah. I'm getting ready for work, and I had to get something out of my Jeep. And I almost stepped on this snake that was just chilling in my driveway.
No.
I thought it was dead because when my foot went right by it, it didn't even really move at all. So I'm going,
wow.
I grabbed my phone. We have a new KVJ nature video coming out later. Those usually do terrible, but you know.
So you stepped on a snake and it didn't bite you?
I just missed the snake, and then I get my camera, I go, it's dead. And as I put the light on, it starts to move, but it was not sweating me at all. I don't know what kind of snake it is.
Was it a black snake?
No, it had a lot of color to it.
Oh, no.
It had stripes. It had markings of sorts.
Did you get any video or picture of it?
I got a lot of video of it. That's what I'm saying. We have a new nature video, KVJ style.
I'm excited.
They typically don't do well. But it's not going to stop me from uploading it. I really just want to let because the people always know right away. Oh, Bird, that's not a poisonous snake, or that's a rat snake. So they'll let me know. They'll help me identify it.
Okay.
Well, if you find out that it was poisonous and you were inches away from getting bit, you better be more careful, barefoot.
I don't think that's kind of the PSA here. We are in that slimy, grimy time in South Florida. You don't know what you're stepping onto, especially if it's kind of dark out. Just put some shoes on.
Mm-hmm.
Just put the shoes on.
Just remember, it's a red touches yellow, kills a fellow. Red touches black, safe for Jack.
I got to go back to the game film.
Yeah. Red touches yellow, kills a fellow. Red touches black, safe for Jack. Normally, I think we have the coral. We're good. It's not venomous.
It's always kind of a defeating feeling when you know you have to edit a video that's not going to do that well.
It's just I'm right now just wasting my time terribly. Yeah. Virginia, what you got on your mind today?
Well, you know, I'm all excited. I am heading to PBI in just a few minutes to go to New Orleans for Jazz Fest. Now, all this week, it was saying 90% chance of rain all day. Saturday could be a washout. And I was so sad because the Eagles are playing tomorrow at Jazz Fest, and we were so excited to see them. My sister just sent me an updated weather report. Now it's looking like the only rain that might happen is early in the morning on Saturday. The whole rest of the day is supposed to be beautiful and clear for the Eagles at Jazz Fest.
Is that one guy going to be playing? Come on now, hey. Who's that guy? That's New Orleans.
You just described 80% of Clarence Frogman Henry?
No, he was
kind of Henry.
He kind of cracked through universally. Oh, we always say like this and no. I can't think of his name.
Old guy or young guy?
He's old.
Is it something John?
Yes,
Dr. John.
Dr. John.
Yeah.
Oh, Dr. John's dead.
He will not be performing.
He will not be performing.
If he's performing, call me. I want to get there. I will hop a flight to go see him play.
Didn't even see it coming. Dr. J is gone.
Dr. John is gone. I'm so sorry to have to tell you that.
My bad. I apologize.
It's okay. He's up there, I'm sure, playing the piano in heaven.
We need a ruling in this KVJ Court email. Can you meet your ex if you are in a relationship? They said, is it ever okay to connect or reconnect with an ex when you're in a committed relationship, or will that always be a red flag? Now, apparently there's somebody here that knows a buddy that just found out his girlfriend met up with her ex-boyfriend so he could introduce her to his new girlfriend.
How did he find out about it?
Now, the story sounds a little bit weird here because apparently the friend had no idea this was going down, and he said he was bothered by it, but she thinks she did nothing wrong. In her eyes, she was just meeting her ex's new partner.
It's all weird, man.
I mean, the fact that the new partner was there, that does make me feel a little better.
Yeah.
For me, it's weird. I don't like it.
Yeah. Now, to me, I think the same thing, because if you're going to do that, you need to bring your current partner with you. That would be the only way it would be acceptable. Say, well, I'm in a relationship. If I'm meeting your girlfriend, then you need to meet my boyfriend, and my boyfriend's going to be joining me. And if he agrees to it, that's the only way you can do it.
That is respectful.
Well, you didn't tell him about it. He had to find out on his own. And it's just you and then them two. So to me, it just sniffs of red flags. I don't like it.
And it feels like a weird dance that she's doing where she's sizing her up and probably the new girl sizing the old girl up. And there's still like a competitive thing. And he's the centerpiece of it. When you're not there, the dynamic is thrown off. He's the only dude in there, and you got two ladies who have been with this guy.
Why wouldn't she want him there? That's kind of weird.
Exactly. And that's why you're making your partner question things.
Yeah, and I don't ever think that's a good thing. You've really just always got to take into consideration. It took me a little bit of time. I didn't get this when I was a younger dude, but I got as I was a little bit older, is watch the situations you put yourself in, because even if nothing is going on, and when people justify that, it's like, yes, but could it? Does it look like something is going on? And even if it looks like it, you shouldn't be in that environment.
The optics.
The other thing, too, if you're the boyfriend that's not invited, you don't know the other two people, and you're left in the dark. And so now your mind's going to start racing. You're going, all right, are they trying to bust a threesome with my girl? What's going on here?
Because that's the dynamic.
You didn't tell me any of this.
Yeah, you've only got one piece of meat and two loaves of bread right there, and you got a sandwich. He's in the middle, and you don't want that. You put another piece of meat in there, then it changes the dynamic.
You'll have somebody completely defend the person. Oh, you're being insecure. Yes, I will admit I would be insecure in this situation because you didn't tell me anything. I had to find out on my own. I'm not secure.
And it's a good question in the chat room. Why does she need to even meet his ex? What are we doing here? Why? I would just say, well, what's the motivation? Why do you need to do this? Why are you connected to your ex? Why do you need to meet his new girlfriend?
I had an ex that wanted to do that with her new guy, and I'm like, no, this sounds like a trap. It just reeked of drama and just sleight of hand.
It's weird.
Trickery.
Like, what are you trying to prove? What's going on?
I'm like, cool, you found a new person. Great. C'est la vie. Have fun. Good
Look,
luck.
see, I'm not undateable.
Yeah, that's what it kind of...
Right.
I told you.
Yeah.
I told you I'm normal.
I'm lovable.
Yeah, that one's pretty much a slam dunk. Yes, you cannot go meet your ex if you're in a relationship.
If you want to go, bring your current man.
That's it.
And she probably didn't bring him because his answer would have been, I'm not going to that crap.
He's probably like, well, you're not going either. Well, why would you want to do that?
Stupid. It really is. Yeah, I had never heard of this. It is a suicide note from Jeffrey Epstein.
Are we sure this is real?
Well, this is coming from a former cellmate who was convicted murderer Nicholas Taglioni, who claims that Jeffrey Epstein wrote a suicide note before his 2019 death, but it has been sealed in court and unseen by the public. He said he found the note in July of 2019 after Epstein's first apparent suicide attempt that was hidden inside a book and written on yellow legal paper. According to his recollection, the note suggested Epstein maintained his innocence, mocked investigators for finding nothing, and included lines like, "What do you want me to do? Cry?" And finally, "Time to say goodbye." Which that sounds like a man maybe intent on taking his own life. The note was later given to Taglioni's lawyers. It was authenticated and then placed into his criminal case file, where a judge ordered it sealed, possibly under attorney-client privilege. Well, this sounds like this would be one of the best documents that we would totally want to see with this, because that's a big part of the narrative out there, is that, oh, Jeffrey Epstein didn't take his own life.
And that he's really Palm Beach Pete.
Yes, right.
Palm Beach Pete turned that into a win, in my opinion.
He has. He's all over it. He is sucking up every last little bit of attention he can get anywhere he can get it. Good for him.
Are we sure Palm Beach Pete isn't Jeffrey Epstein?
I've gone down that rabbit hole, and there's mannerisms and everything else. I'm like, no.
I mean, honestly, at that point...
I got to get off TikTok.
Yeah, exactly. Get off TikTok for the sake of all of us, please.
Yeah, just his mannerisms. If you've seen Jeffrey Epstein, that was, he was kind of cool. Like, Jeffrey Epstein almost seemed like a too cool for the room kind of guy. People have that kind of attitude. And then Palm Beach Pete, to me, is, do you remember a guy named Jerry Lewis? When you're a kid, like, hey, Palm Beach Pete's kind of got that vibe. Like, it just... I'm like, that dude can't be that dude.
What if it's Jeffrey Epstein acting?
Imagine, and he's channeling Jerry Lewis, be like, I'm
Jeffrey Epstein.
He's like, I'll get away with it.
Pete.
I don't know, maybe.
I'll hit him with the Lewis impersonation.
Yeah. Now, the Justice Department says it never received or reviewed the note, though internal documents reference it.
Wow.
Epstein initially accused Tattaglione of attacking him during the earlier incident, but then later backtracked, and Tattaglione denies harming him. The note was not included in official investigations into Epstein's death, which was ruled suicide by hanging on August of 2019 amid major jail failures, which we've seen. And that's part of the conspiracy, is the guards being asleep, cameras malfunctioning, that yellow blob that's going up the stairs.
The missing footage for like 2.5 minutes. Nobody knows where that went.
Right. And now you have this. It's like, wait, this has been sitting basically in plain sight, and this is now coming to attention. The New York Times is now pushing to unseal the note, arguing it could provide insight into Epstein's mindset and clarify lingering questions about his death. Now, if you saw it was verified, which apparently it's been authenticated, and it said, what it said supposedly in the note, time to say goodbye, can you then finally walk away and be like, all right, I believe that it was really Jeffrey Epstein that took his own life and not Hillary Clinton in some kind of faux mustache?
I don't think you'll ever know.
I think a lot of people have their mind made up, too.
But that's not going to satisfy your itch.
No.
Okay. So you're not, even if you get a Jeffrey Epstein suicide note, you're still thinking that he was killed.
Well,
yes.
I wasn't there. I wasn't there when someone wrote that. I wasn't
either.
I didn't see him write it. You don't.
Well, I mean, I don't know how they authenticate it, but if they authenticate it.
Well, the way I look at it, if they are the ones that offed him and they're trying to claim he committed suicide, that means they're not gonna tell you the truth on anything.
He was building a library of blackmail material against the most powerful people in this country and other countries. A lot of people didn't want those facts to get out.
Yeah.
The 2.5 minutes of the tape or the video, that's damaging.
It is.
Yeah, and the fact that it's just popping up now. So I'm like, okay, so we've had why?
Sure.
Why has this not been out there
I
more?
believe nothing.
Yeah. Okay.
It is hard to believe anything these days.
It is. It's crazy.
I trust no one, Kevin.
Yeah, but that's the latest. I don't know. People think it really that Epstein is Palm Beach Pete. I don't know. Who knows? Who knows what to believe? Yesterday, we were talking about some new dating terms that are out there, and this is something that has really started to take off. Dateflation. With inflation comes dateflation. They say this is a moving trend where people are just choosing cheaper dates.
Well, you can have some cozy times on a cheap date if it's done the right way.
Oh, absolutely. And, you might even argue that it's more charming sometimes and a better chance to connect and communicate when you got everything from paddleboarding to getting kayaks or doing something on the water, going to the beach.
A picnic, man. It's old school. It still works.
Walking trails, things like that. We're actually connecting and talking.
You won't want to bring a fan, though. If you're going to go picnicking in the heat, just bring up portable. It does help.
You're right. Well, I mean, we were just talking, was it this week or last week, about the $50 movie ticket is here with the movies that are going to be coming up this summer. Some of the blockbusters is a $50 ticket to get in if you want to see some of those. They say right now, the average cost of a date is $189, up from $168 last year. That's an average date, $189.
And if you even throw any kind of wrinkle in that plan, a drink, an alcoholic drink, right. You're going to be paying.
For the millennials a little bit older, they say the average cost of a date is $252.
What are you guys doing?
That's wild. Well, honestly, I think a big part it's the alcohol. That's the one thing, man. You throw in any kind of cocktails, and that bill gets out of control and fast.
Because if you're just eating on a date, and let's say you go to a mid type of restaurant, I don't think you'd be spending $100. You're going to spend a good amount of money, but $100 might be. I can see 80 for two.
Right. It seems pretty wild to get that high.
It does.
And I get why people would be like, going, look, if you need me to spend that kind of money, then maybe you need to find somebody else to go on a date with.
I mean, I get the drink. I mean, if you get any kind of drink that's a shot or a double, I mean, some of these you don't even realize it because they don't have the price on some. I hate a menu that does not have a price.
Yeah.
And some menus have that. You're like, I'll take a I'll take a JMO or something. And some places will charge you $18 for a shot.
It's why drinking rates are at a generational low. Haven't been this low in a very, very long time with how many people are not drinking. And the other trend that is out there is phone-free social gatherings. Even if you go out with a group, they say that when they look and scan this, that the amount of events that have different keywords that talk about being phone-free are jumping. Phone-free, analog, offline, Eventbrite tracks all those things. And they say up 567% worldwide over the last year and a half.
Well, the phone, the cell phone makes you think everything is an immediate response. And there's a lot. I get if your kid's calling, you got to take that call. I get if your boss is calling or whatever. But there's a lot of things you don't have to get back to right away that can be put off and live your life. It is annoying if you're trying to stay in the now and somebody in the group is constantly on the phone interrupting what's going on.
They say this movement is primarily being driven by Gen Z and millennials. They're just seeking connection beyond constant connectivity. And so they're kind of recognizing when they go, they're making a bit taboo to be at an event where you're supposed to be talking to people and socializing, and you're just staring at your phone the entire time.
You can't hug our avatar yet.
True.
Yet.
Yeah, that's right. Yet. Oh, we like a little positivity to wrap up the week here, and we got some good stuff here. A lot of people texting in their wins for the week. Going to get to those in a second. You get to them, 877-979-WRMF, 877-979-9763. One thing I thought was really great this week, they had a National Adaptive Golf Tournament on the Ryder Course at PGA Golf Club in Port St. Lucie, and 17-year-old Lulu Gribben was out there. I saw her just this week on national news. She's a teen who lost her left hand and part of her right leg in a shark attack. And she's now out there with her prosthetics, and she's golfing.
I love the fact that she's doing that.
Yeah, it's really cool. And, now she's just a great spokesperson for, young kids and teenagers and people who are going through this stuff. It was just a couple years ago. She was attacked by a bull shark, nearly died even after losing a ton of blood. She was swimming right off the coast there in Florida. 77 days in the hospital, got the prosthetics, and now she's doing great things like helping inspire Lulu's Law, which improves shark attack alerts, and she started a foundation to support recovery and research.
That's the human spirit, baby.
Yeah, so that's pretty cool. Ed Bambus is an 88-year-old veteran we talked about not too long ago, where he got nearly $2 million from over 60,000 donors. His story went viral back in December. He was still having to work at a Meijer bagging groceries. And people are like going, at 88 years old, this guy should be sitting at home and retired. So they got all that money for him. And now he's just launched the For Your Service campaign, where he's aiming to raise $10 million for 50 veterans across all states. And he started off by donating $1,000 himself.
I love it.
On the GoFundMe, which I thought was cool. And 12-year-old Rowan Reeve has been dealing with multiple brain tumors since he was 8. And he decided to set up a small lemonade stand to raise money for cancer research. And after a day selling drinks with friends, he raised $22.25, and he proudly handed over to his doctor, saying the hospital needed it more than he did. But the small gesture didn't stay small for long, because his story spread everywhere, and people were so moved by it, they started donating and matching his original $22.25, and now he's at $100,000.
I mean, that story's got so much heart.
It does, doesn't it?
Oh, my gosh. A kid, $22. I mean, if you're the doctor, how does your heart not melt?
Yeah, and that was an anonymous donor of the $100,000. Stacy in West Palm Beach, she said, our huge win for the week, our daughter and son-in-law had their baby girl. She's 1 week old today, and they're doing absolutely fantastic. I love to hear that. Somebody who is excited that they're in Jersey right now, which you don't often hear that, but they're there celebrating their dad's 87th birthday.
Okay, it's for dad.
It is. Yeah, every now and then you got to make that Jersey trip, right?
So everyone ends up in Jersey at least once, I think.
Yeah. Somebody else texting in from Miami said that it's their birthday month. They're celebrating all month long. That's how you do it in Miami, though.
Oh, yeah.
Mm-hmm. The kids are going to Grandma's house this weekend, so the wife and I get some much-needed uninterrupted time together.
Ow! And it's a full moon. Let's see them werewolves.
Look out. Very nice. Somebody said, after struggling recovering from surgery, I got a phone call from Danny and Megan informing me I won $1,000.
Oh,
Thanks
my
so much
God.
for putting a smile on my face.
After going through anything like that, that money is real nice.
Yeah, that's really cool. And we got people like Mindy C. of Belle Glade and Ashley M. of Port St. Lucie that just picked up $1,000 this week. I mean, it's real money going to real South Floridians. So keep listening up because, I mean, that's kind of a cool thing to pick up $1,000 and then be in the running to go to New York City for a $5,000 shopping spree to see Harry Styles.
Heck yeah.
Yep, that's going to be continuing on. All right, coming up here in just a couple minutes, we are going to be headed to the after the show, and we got a special guest. If you live in South Florida, know anything about South Florida, this guy is speaking your language because it's OMG, it's Wix, and he has an Instagram page that's hysterical. He's got like 560,000 followers there, and he does these little skits showing little viral videos with alligators and all kinds of whack stuff that's going on. And
it's very, very good for Florida stuff. He really captures it.
Yeah, he does a great job. Just a really funny dude that's very cool, and he is going to be at the studio at Meisner Park in Boca Raton on Saturday. He's going to be on that after the show with us. That is going to be live coming up here in just about 10 minutes. We're going to start early, we hope. YouTube, Spotify, you can see it on demand, but you can get it live on YouTube, Facebook, Instagram, and Twitch. Before we get though, Bird, if you would, time to wrap us up with your thought for the day.
Bravery isn't always loud. It's the quiet decision to keep going when nobody would blame you for stopping.
Oh, yes. Wisdom.
The KVJ Show on 97.9 WRMF.